When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk.
Good afternoon, where we're listening and watching from around the world on the Eastern Caribbean. Welcome to the Make We Talk program. As we come on air, we have a little interlude of breaking news. This is Make We Talk breaking news. There is news coming into us to our news center here at the Make We Talk YouTube channel. Based on what we're getting, a teenage was brutally assaulted by a man in St. Andrew. A teenage girl has been rushed to hospital after being brutally attacked by an unknown assailant, believed to be a man of unsound mind, at an apartment complex off Spanish Town Road in Kingston. This is what we're getting into our news center here, that the young lady was assaulted by a man of unsound mind, and she was rushed to hospital with the police. We do apologize for the scene. This is what we are getting into a new center. A man of unsound mind. I think this is somebody who I know. There you have it. A man of unsound mind brutally attacked a young lady at an apartment complex off Spanish Town Road in St. Andrew. And as we come on here, because we're going to speak about, we're going to speak to Mr. Christopher Henry, North Central St. Andrew caretaker for the People's National Party, attorney at law, and opposition spokesperson on foreign affairs and foreign trade. We're also going to have Mr. Luke George Cook, who will be on the program this evening with us. But as we come on air, this is what we're getting. A man of unsound mind brutally attacked a young lady at an apartment complex off Spanish Town Road in St. Andrew this afternoon. And it is something that we have been saying it on this program for many years, that they need to, when it comes on to people of unsound mind, Jamaica and the authorities in Jamaica don't take this thing seriously. As we call in Jamaica mad people, there's a lot of mad persons running around the streets of Kingston, Jamaica, you know. And nothing has been done. Nothing is done about this. So as we come on air, this is what we're getting. A man of unsound mind brutally attack some people, well, a young lady rather, at an apartment complex this afternoon. Don't look good. This don't look good at all. It do not look good. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe as we await the arrival of Mr. Christopher Henry. On Monday, we're going to have a special interview with a member of the Jamaican diaspora who is throwing in his hat in the ring. Hopefully we get him on to come on. Like, share, and subscribe. Share up the live feed. We're also live on TikTok. The Make We Talk program is also live on TikTok. For those who are just joining us, a man of unsound mind brutally attacked a young lady at an apartment complex off Spanish Town Road in St. Andrew a short while ago. And we don't know if the young lady is in serious condition in hospital. We're still awaiting some results out of that. We're still waiting some news to hear that if she is going to recover. But based on what we're hearing now is that a young lady was brutally attacked by a man of unsound mind at an apartment complex off Spanish Town Road in Kingston. Well, I know you all have heard that Desmond McKenzie has said that the houses that they're giving out, if they give me the house and me kick the bucket, they're going to take back the houses from the people. So obviously, quite obviously, that those houses don't belong to us and don't belong to the people they're giving the house to. So I want to ask this question. All along Mr. Holness giving out, we're waiting on Mr. Henry to come on. All along Mr. Holness giving out these houses, the parents are giving out these houses. I believe that the house belongs to the people. So the people are signing something that they don't read. They're signing something that they don't read. That don't look good at all. That do not look good at all. There was a press conference this afternoon or today by members of the ruling Jamaica Labour Party. I didn't get the chance to get the live coverage of that press conference. And I get to understand that the JLP, good afternoon, Lady Reynolds. Good night to you, Lady Reynolds. How you doing? My auntie is joining us here. Love you, auntie. Thank you for your support. Thank you so much for your support. Yes, the question to ask this afternoon, I'm waiting on Mr. Henry to come on. But the question to ask this afternoon is this. The Jamaica Labour Party have been having press conferences, and I heard that the Prime Minister was there. I wasn't aware of the press conference, so I didn't bring it live. It's when I was somewhere else, a friend of mine called me and told me if I heard about this. I said, what press conference are you talking about? And he said to me, yeah man, there's a press conference with the PM and some members of the Labour Party. I want to bring that video to you. And I want you to listen to the video. I know other people may bring it to you already, but I want to bring it to you because I want for us to sit and listen to what these people are saying. Let me make something clear. I will not comment on things going around on social media about Dr. Dayton Campbell. I haven't seen anything in front of me to say yes, XQYZ. So I cannot and I will not comment on it. Make that clear. There is something circulating on social media and also in the mainstream media in Jamaica about Dr. Dayton Campbell and something with some case in the Kingston and St. Andrew, whatever. I am not going to comment on it. What I want to comment on is that the Jamaica Labour Party, I want to get this video here, man. This one here too. The Jamaica Labour Party had a press conference this morning. And the press conference, I get to answer, was about the PNP. And the work that the Labour Party has been doing. Hold on there for me. Just bear with me, please. Bear with me, please. I beg of you, bear with me, please, because it was sent to me. And I thought I put it up to play, but it hasn't. I put it up to play as it. But just bear with me, please. We're waiting on Mr. Christopher Henry to come on. Until we get him to come on, we're gonna but in the meantime, let me play the housing thing that this blogger Dre from the PNP, who has a TikTok channel, had this to say, and then Desmond McKenzie came in. I'm gonna speak about it. I want you to listen to this.
So all along Jamaica, we see the government handing over these homes to the poor and indigent. You mean to tell me that at the end of the day, these homes does not belong to the people? So all the land title them with them assign, I make the people them assign land title. You mean to tell me say it does not belong to them at the end of the day? Eh? So the whole program and the indigent housing program, all the ribbon Andrew are cut and I give out land title and I give out keys. Jamaica, me can't catch myself when I listen to this, Jamaica people.
The houses remains the property of the municipal corporations. So if someone dies, the municipality retains the right of the house and it is passed on to someone who is in need. There is no duplication of the services provided by the Ministry of Local Government.
You hear that, Jamaica?
Now tell me something now. The Prime Minister has been going around with NHT money. Well, taxpayers' money. Building houses for people who believe The house belongs to the people. Giving out land titles. The question I want to ask this afternoon, though, I really wonder what the people are signing. Because you see this hullabaloo with balloons and all kind of something. And the Prime Minister says they're signing. What is the Jamaican people signing to? Those people are getting the houses. What are you signing to? That's the question I want to ask this afternoon. The people are signing from Timbuktu to Limbuktu. From Negril Point to Moran Point, people are signed for house because Andrew they give them house. What are they signing to? Desmond Mackenzie is saying that the house don't belongs to them. The house is the property of the Ministry of Local Government. That's why they say, we black people now read fine prints, We don't read fine prints. For those who are just joining us, we're waiting on the arrival of Mr. Christopher Henry, attorney at law, North Central St. Andrew, caretaker of the People's National Party. Next Monday, we're going to have a member of the Jamaica Labour Party coming on. But tonight, Mr. Henry can only join us on a Thursday night, so we're waiting on his arrival to come on. But in the meantime, we're speaking about the houses that the Prime Minister have been giving out to the poor, pauperizing people of this country, who he claims he loves. And his friend Desmond Mackenzie, who's the Minister of Local Government, let the pussy out of the bag today at a press conference. I didn't get the chance to carry the press conference either. Let the pussy out of the bag. Jeffrey, behave yourself. Minister Desmond Mackenzie said that the houses is a property of the Ministry of Local Government. So all along, when the goodly Prime Minister come out and talk, I have been giving away houses. I've never seen any administration in this country give away a house. You signed for it and then it said, the minister going to come out and says, the houses don't belong to the people. At a press conference yesterday, thank you. Jamaica House press conference yesterday. Desmond Mackenzie said that the houses that the people are getting, where the Prime Minister of the day, if the Prime Minister there Belgium, he put off the signing, and when he come back from Belgium the evening, in the middle of the night, he go sign, go cut ribbon. And the people ain't sign. What the people are signing to, I don't know. I want some of the people to come and tell us what did you sign to? Did you have the belief that the house belongs to you? There's a scam, man. There's some scamming going on. There's some scamming going on here. Because I don't understand something here. I fail to understand that you're using taxpayers' money to build all of these houses. And at the end of the day, the house belongs to the people. So why is it that the Ministry of Local, what law did they pass in the Parliament that the Ministry of Local Government must keep these houses? Did they went behind the people's back and pass some law in the middle of the night, like how Delroy Chuck love to pass law to keep the Director of Public Prosecution? This is a scam. Like up the live feed, share the live feed, please. Like up the live feed and share the live feed. This is a scam. Because if we the people of this country, because I had the belief, I personally believed that when they give out the houses belongs to the people. Honestly. Until Desmond Mackenzie, why don't I behave myself? Until Desmond Mackenzie came out. That's a question, because what I understand, Coralie asked a good question. What I understand was this, that in order for you to get the houses, you must have a piece of property. You must have a piece of property. And then you can apply to the social housing project for them to come and look. When they come and look, then when they come and look, they'll give you the go ahead if you go get the house, yes or no. What I get to understand though, and if Sister Tem from Golden Grove or Golden Spring have a piece of land and she want a house, they will come there, look at it, help you with the house and give you a new house or fix up the house for you. If you are on property that don't belongs to you, I was told that, don't quote me on this, I think my memory serves me correct, I was told that Miss Carol Allen can sign a paper stating that she give you permission to build on the property. Now what I want to know, if these houses that they're given to the people, if the houses belong to the people, if the property belongs to the people, and they have their own land title, why is it that now Mr. Mackenzie is telling the Jamaican people that if you're dead, the house don't belong to the family, the house belongs to him ministry? Something not up here. Something not adding up. Something smells stink. And I get to understand after all of a sudden, they put out some remarks stating that apparently the minister must make a mistake. The minister must have made a mistake. Something not up. I want you to listen to this thing over. I was trying to get the correct audio clipping, but anyway, listen to this.
So all along Jamaica, we see the government handing over these homes to the poor and indigent. You mean to tell me that at the end of the day, these homes does not belong to the people? So all the land title them with them assign, I make the people them assign land title. You mean to tell me say it does not belong to them at the end of the day? Eh? So the whole program and the indigent housing program, all the ribbon Andrew are cut and a give out land title and a give out keys. Jamaica, me can't catch myself when I listen to this, Jamaica people.
The houses remains the property of the municipal corporations. So if someone dies, the municipality retains the right of the house and it is passed on to someone who is in need. There is no duplication of the services provided by the Ministry of Local Government.
You hear that, Jamaica? What kind of shit in a plate this me I hear this afternoon? So all the keys them where Andrew are give out to the people them and say them own homes. You mean if you tell me say it not belong to them? So God forbid somebody dropped out. No relative can get the house. The house have to return to the government. Mighty God of Daniel, Jamaica, me can't catch myself this afternoon. Them something here. No, some them are not right. Me not get it. Somebody explain it to me. You know, here Desmond Mackenzie say the houses them no belong to the people, it belong to the government. Mighty God. The man said the house no belongs to you.
Desmond Mackenzie said that the houses are the property of the government of Jamaica. The houses are the property. $3 trillion of taxpayers' money unaccountable for. On using housing trust money to help build houses in this country to give away to the people. Some spark program you have, Andrew Holness, in your admin in your office. Come and tell the Jamaican people, and we know one on the line, you know. Prime Minister Holness, we know when you're lying, sir. Come and tell the Jamaican people that what Desmond Mackenzie said is a lie. Because apparently Desmond Mackenzie in going senile, you know, in brain going. So he can't talk up the things them. Desmond brain going, you know. Desmond suffering from termite, not for him brain. So he come out and he talk out the things because he wasn't supposed to come out. Was not supposed to come out. So Desmond came out and spoke and speak about it at the press conference yesterday at Jamaica House. Minister Mackenzie said that the houses that they're giving out, the Prime Minister giving out, to cut ribbon from Negril Point tomorrow and Point in cutting ribbons. Those houses, if your mama and papa dead, it belongs to you, the pitney. It is a property of the Jamaican government. So I want to know something now. Is the land that you build the houses on, it belongs to the government of Jamaica? Because I don't understand. I want to get some understanding in this. I want to get some understanding in this. Because something not adding up here. Something not adding up. How is it that you can tell poor Sister Tem that you're going to help her with a house? But we need to ask questions, you know. The houses that they're giving to the people, is that house, is that property, the piece of land, belongs to the people or the government of Jamaica? There you go. Oh, remember back in the days. Hold on there for me. Sister, hold on there, Auntie Tem. And when you sitting there, hold on for me, please. Hold on a while, please. Oh, here it is. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program. You're live. Hello? Hello? Hold on there. They're not hearing the funny thing here. Go ahead now.
I'll wait. Good night. Go on, friend. Yeah, well, I can't believe where we are here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, someone entire GLP party, you trans head to tail. One put now one barrel and lucky barrel and get one boat go to sea and sink them out. What can go so? Imagine now, me can manage to get a house and you give me a house. Probably they have even have land. And you, Master Jeffrey, might have a piece of land and me come to you and say, Master Jeffrey, so and so, and you know my condition. And you say, all right, they're going to give you one square of land. Make them put it on there and you draw a paper say, yes, I, Jeffrey Tavares, give me Mary the opportunity to build the land, so and so, to build the house. And you give me. Mm-hmm. Yes. And when you build the house now, and me live, and me dead, me caregiver, me grandchildren can't get you. What can go so? And you go tell me say it's not board house. Eh? Oh, to them people here. Can me tell all the people, let me know. If if when they get you it, and the person get the pass, and then come to you. Bulldozer, them. Bulldozer, don't make them take back home and check up the concrete that you know. Because I know I take one. Because guess what now? You ever take one that somebody from the grill? Yeah, come put that in an plain place. We don't know. What goes up? Which one of the history of Jamaica from a little girl? We know government are give away 1 room, 2 room, board. We never hear this yet. We never hear this yet. And the big old mall and if you ever see no, when you saw frog, I want to talk about yet and Campbell to resign. Why not tell the people them to resign? And them to resign. What? No, what on earth? You have the guts, the art, the bar, the tell a person say, the house where me a give up on your land is when you're dead, it belongs to the government. Eh? Labor right. Dieted labor right. PNP, Jamaican people, please me I beg you know. What
Oh,
you
you
guy? Look around, look see what happening. Please, me I beg you, just look what happened. Don't take a box of food or a little goodies when they give you. It can't work. See Elon Musk come past here that give a $1 million to people and people want to go vote for Trump. And you see the outcome? You know, see the outcome? Even the same Jamaican people and when they say when Trump did them make more money. No, you see the outcome? People are the same thing my Jamaica. Wake up. Desmond Mackenzie is a wicked, cruel, heartless man.
But Miss P,
And God going to strike you.
Miss P, what I want to find out though, we're waiting, before you go that, hold on Miss P. We're waiting on Mr. Christopher Henry, PNP caretaker for North Central St. Andrew. He's our special guest this evening. We're still waiting on him to come on. But Miss P, what I don't understand though, all along we see people signing these papers. I thought they're signing and say, okay, this is our house. It's a land title we're signing for or whatever. I never knew until Desmond Mackenzie come out and said that the house is the property of the Jamaican government.
That is sure say them a scam and me never know neither. I never know. I think of the people outside then dead, then caretaker, and then family member can get the house. You see, say them a real scammer, but let me tell you something. You see, this is the man when he God. You see that man there is a precious man. He give them time to kill them well. And right now they shoot them at their foot. Yeah, they shoot them. Yeah, now the history of Jamaica, nothing never goes up. If you give a poor person a house, right?
You're breaking up, Miss P. You're moving up and down in your
Eh?
house. You're breaking up. You're moving up and down in your house too much. Stay at one place, please. Hello?
Me never seen no, yeah, you hear me now?
Much better. Go ahead.
Me never seen nothing like this, Jeffrey. Just let me make sure I call it before the guys come on. I am so upset. And then them a press briefing. I tear down Gator Campbell, I tear down Mark G, and I tear down. And then I see themselves.
But listen to me, Miss P. The Prime Minister to come
Yeah.
and tell the Jamaican people though. Is it taxpayers' money they use building these houses? Is it donor funds money? Or is it the money belongs to the Jamaica Labour Party or one of the 28 bank account?
All of them know when well, a taxpayer money. A taxpayer money. They now walk and do a taxpayer money. They have a do it. But it's a scam to be take away people their land. And them obsessed with land. They're obsessed with land. And them is a criminal and thief. Andrew Wallace, Let me tell you something, brother. It's the worst thing. It's the worst thing that a man at Jamaica.
Yes.
It's a disgrace.
I have an next call coming in on Miss P. Let me call him back now.
All right, my dad, we
Okay,
go.
thanks. Good afternoon. Welcome to our program, my friend. You're
A
live.
taxpayer.
Good night, Jeffrey.
Yes, head boy, how you doing?
How you do? Boy, I just log on and I say I'd been hearing this thing with Deadman. I mean with Desmond, sorry. Right?
You want me to send you the link and you can come on live, make everybody see you or not?
No, no, no,
Go
no,
ahead,
no,
go ahead,
no,
go ahead,
no,
go
no,
ahead, go
no.
ahead.
No. Right. So I'm saying that this thing is crazy, man. Right? This is a three card scam. Put it this way. Because let me tell you why I say it's a three card scam. The monies that is being used to do the national social housing program, right? There were monies that were left over from Jeep. You remember the program Jeep
Yes, under the PNP, yes?
under the PNP. So what they did when they came in 2016 was to restructure the Jeep program, yeah, and use those funds for that. Now, I am saying in any country that you live, there is no way you would have an administration issuing out houses to the indigent and telling them that if they die, the house does not belong to them, it belongs to the government. That is never heard of. One. So if I build on Jeffrey's land, Jeffrey give me as the sister just said, Jeffrey give me a script, maybe it's a 30, 40 square out time land and say put your house there with my authorization. How does the house belong to the government?
Well, I don't know.
But let me tell you, let me explain to your people quickly what it is. It is the JLP now using the indigent housing to tell those families they must vote for them. In a sense, I want this man, I want them, you know. You hear me say? I want him, I want them. The house no belong to you. So no go they go campaign for PNP. Because if we hear say, oh, they vote PNP, we are take it back.
But isn't that a disgrace though, head boy?
No, I'm not surprised. If you know Desmond McKenzie, you wouldn't be surprised. Desmond have said worse and behaved worse than that. Desmond went down go lick down a man business place in a knock it down. Remember him used to be the knock it down mayor, you
I
know?
remember
Yeah?
up Red Hills Road.
And he knocked down the man place because the man was alleged to have been a PNP. But him allowed somebody down Constant Spring Road to continue with them nonsense. Yeah?
And he allowed the man to the bank account to continue the same housing project.
So these guys definitely are some bunch of I would not even say it. And you see the one that we favor Warthog? You know Warthog?
Who named what?
Huh?
Who named so?
Marlon Morgan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah? Let me tell you, Marlon Morgan should not be talking about transparency. I am saying this, and Marlon has not rebutted me since I said it 2 days ago. Marlon and I were members of a cricket club called Kingston and St. Andrew Cricket Club. Yes? We used to play. I was going to high school. He was older than I am, but I was in the junior club. He used to play there. Marlon could hardly bat. Yeah? He could hardly feel. But Marlon was always making the first 11 because he was paying his way. At that time, he was in the Ministry of Education with Andrew Holness in 2008. I'm referring to.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about this Marlon Morgan. This Marlon Morgan is a reject of the JLP. That the JLP never wanted to do anything with him until Nestor Morgan became an Achilles heel to them, where nobody wanted to hear Nestor anymore. So that's how Marlon is of importance. But I want to ask the question. Marlon says he no longer works for the government. But my question to Marlon is, can you show proof that you have rescinded your position from the government? Can you show proof? Because if he's working at the Ministry of Education and he's still out there actively campaigning, he needs to relinquish his post because he's not being paid by the taxpayers of Jamaica to come out there, come brandish political propaganda on behalf of the Labour Party. He's been paid.
You mean the same gentleman who was with Carissa Morrison this morning?
Yes, he is in fact he worked. My information is, and I'm not asking you. Because when Ronnie Thwaites was there, Ronnie Thwaites never took his contract from him. Yes? He worked and works in the Ministry of Education. He said he rescinded his post, but we have not seen anything coming from the Ministry of Education to say Marlon Morgan no longer works here.
Mhm.
So we need, and this is what and I'm saying the PNP, I'm not afraid to say it, not Jeffrey. The PNP is approaching the situation wrong because he's calling for resignation of Dayton Campbell and Swaby. Well, the PNP should ask him where does he work, yeah?
But you know,
And did he?
I'm happy you raised that point, head boy. The question I want to ask you tonight, though, why is it the People's National Party so quiet when they come on, when the Labour Party hit them with so many things? They're quiet. They're making the Jamaican people believe that what the Labour Party is saying is the truth.
No, but Jeffrey, let me tell you, I tell you, the PNP has been this way for too long. They're reactionary in their approach to certain things, right? For example, when this conversation started about the KCMC, which by the way, Lawrence Rowe lied, and
Yes.
repeat it again, he lied. The mayor assumed the substantive role of counsel for those two divisions because the councils one has died and one has moved on into the parliament. Yeah, that is clear. If you follow the voice notes, Dayton Campbell says it seems like those voice notes were around the Clarendon by-elections. Yes,
Oh.
because he says in the voice note, if you listen in the voice note, he says we are focused now on those, and it has to be after those by-elections. We are focused now on those two divisions. The reason for the strength in those divisions is the by-election is coming up.
Yes.
But I am saying, even if the mayor spends money in those divisions more than he would have spent in the division Lawrence was asking for, he is within his right. He is the sitting council for the two. So people must stop make the JLP play them. They need to remember now I was a junior counsel at the KCC appointed by Desmond McKenzie. The rules of the KCC is clear. When there is a vacancy in a council seat, they may assume the responsibility. Yes? No, Lawrence Rowe is going around. Lawrence Rowe has been a contractor at the KCC since Angela Brown days. So him saying that he's being paid is and the JLP making it look. Lawrence Rowe was being paid by Mayor Williams when he was there as well. He was always a contractor to the KCC. So it is nothing new. Yeah? It is nothing new. Whenever there was bushing work, whenever there was the Christmas work, Lawrence Rowe was always a contractor of the KCC. So his contract has always spanned beyond administrations. Yeah? So how would the KCC pay Lawrence Rowe for something that he didn't do? And let's say, right, because I know the inner workings of the KCC. Let's say the KCC is paying Lawrence Rowe $300,000. That's what he said he was paid. Right? Them going to just get up and give him $300,000 without having a work order. So we are seeing a scenario where what the JLP is doing, my good friend Jeffrey, and I spoke to some people some people not very in high level position, but some good comrades, and they have said to me, "Oh, this." I said, "Let me tell you something. The JLP is good at painting a narrative." So when they had their press conference, I thought they were coming with some smoking gun.
Yeah, as you talk about that, is that I'm so happy I didn't hear it, because if I'd heard it, maybe I would have bring it live. Head boy, hold a minute for me, head boy. We're gonna acknowledge the presence of one of Jamaica's youngest politician, a young man who has his country interest at heart. None other than Christopher Henry, attorney at law, PNP caretaker for North Central St. Andrew, one of Jamaica's future Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. So Christopher, welcome
Careful,
to the program.
Jeffrey.
Greetings, Jeffrey. How are you? To you and your viewers.
Yeah, but you're hiding yourself, man. Put the camera down somewhere that people can see you. Yes, like young girls, they can see you.
I am here.
Just give me 2 minutes, make I have my good friend Headboy wrap up what he was saying. Go ahead, Headboy.
Not a problem.
Right, so let me wrap up, but let me greet Mr. Henry in calling him the member of parliament in waiting for North Central St. Andrew. Yeah,
Greetings. Thank you, my brother. Thank
because
you.
there seemingly will be a debacle. I
Yes.
don't know if Carl Samuda will run independent if he doesn't get his way. But I can say to Christopher, prepare yourself. You might poll the most votes the PNP has ever polled in that constituency. Now, Jeffrey,
Yes.
as I close quickly, right? I'm saying what is happening is the GLP is using propaganda, right? They have come, they look at Mark Golding's credibility, they can't find anything in it. They come, they look at the credibility of many of the members and those who are campaigning on the front of for the PNP, and they can't find anything. So what the JLP is doing is clutching at straw, and you realize what they're using? The words allege, right? Today the question was asked of Big Mouth Nesta Marlon Morgan. What is what are the two investigation bodies that are investigating the KCC or the KSMC? He says, we're not certain, but we're aware that two is investigating them. Can you name them? No, he can't name them. But his sources say they are being investigated. First of all, if the Integrity Commission is investigating or the Auditor General is investigating, no one in the GLP or in the PNP should have that information. So therefore, therein lies an issue with that. That if you obtain that information, he has committed a breach. And I have nobody in the media, and I don't understand what is happening with the media in Jamaica. Because you go obtain information that the Integrity Commission are investigating. Not even you, the individual, know that
Then
the Integrity.
if head boy, if a certain media house got something that who was investigated under the Integrity Commission, what do you expect?
Yeah, but I am saying to you, Jeffrey, that by virtue of Marlon Morgan's statement, he should have been hauled today before somebody indicating, right? How did you obtain the information that the Integrity Commission is apparently investigating the KCC? How you get it?
Yes.
How you get the information? And he cannot identify the two agencies he says is investigating this body. Anyway, Jeffrey, I'm going to run to allow you to do your interview with Comrade Henry. But what I'll say before I go to Comrade Henry, see the signal, victory, because I know Carl Samuda will not be laying down too easy. Watch it tide. It's going to be a very good ride in North Central St. Catherine. St. Andrew, I mean.
Yes. All right, my good friend.
All right, cheers, Jeffrey. All the best.
My good friend Head Boy there giving us some well-deserved input on what is going on in the political arena in Jamaica. Let me welcome now my other good friend, someone who I look up to as an older man to him, but someone who don't mince words. He continues speaking truth to power. Future Member of Parliament for North Central St. Andrew, Mr. Christopher Henry of the People's National Party. Welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you for having me, Jeffrey. And it is me that look up to you, because it's not easy to do what you do, which is to shine a light on the darkness that is the Jamaica Labour Party, just as we are doing.
Yes. Chris, before I make you come on in and talk to us about what you're doing and your plans for North Central St. Andrew, I want to play two videos here. One of them, you being Minister of Foreign Affairs and, opposition spokesperson on Foreign Affairs. I want to listen to this video here. There's a young lady from the Jamaica Labour Party. Everybody said, Jeffrey, why are you playing this idiot? But I have to play it. I want you to listen to this because I find it very amusing. I don't know if you saw it before.
No, I think I know what you're coming with, but play it.
Precious memory, how they linger, guys. But remember, see, I'm your first one come on YouTube convert the news about President Trump not giving the civil society group no more money. I remember, so I break the news 3 weeks ago, you know. Hey! To the nationwide, call them. To the nationwide, call the civil society groups to ask ask them their opinion. Remember, the civil society groups always have a lot to say, guys. Remember, the civil society groups in Jamaica, they're not shy. JFJ, NIA, JUMP. When you call them for any opinion, read anything about the government, you not have to ask them twice. When you call the member of the civil society groups in Jamaica to ask them for opinion on anything government related, them are the first one. And do this, and do that. Government this, government that. Some chuck this, chuck that. Now, Nationwide has been calling the civil society group from morning to ask them what are their opinion re Donald Trump cutting off funding. Not a word in English, Bridget. Nationwide has been calling the civil society groups in Jamaica to ask them for their opinion. What are their views? What they have to say about President Trump shutting down USAID and cutting off all funding to the groups. Not a word from them. Hold them, President Trump. Hold them, President Trump. Not a dollar more. Not a dollar more. And I would have you know that majority of the money that goes to the European Union come from US. And if President Trump cut off the money there too, Chicken Mary they near as well. The bulk of the funding that goes to the European Union comes from the United States of America. The bulk of the programs all over the world is normally financed by United States of America. So with Donald Trump going in, shutting down USAID, the money are going to dry up. The money are going to dry up, guys. So Nationwide say they refuse to go on the record because they don't want to upset Donald Trump. You hear that? When it comes to money, these civil society groups have no principle, no morals, no credibility. Money talk and bullshit.
I wouldn't go no further to listen no more to that person. I've never seen a person so daft in my entire life.
It's worrying, and she's one of their major what I'm call it now, bloggers. Yeah, she's one of the major bloggers, and she's just there because the civil society groups have opposed the government in a number of occasions, which they have done even under PNP governments. She is laughing and enjoying that Donald Trump has seemingly cut something that is a lifeline to many countries.
But not Christopher.
Yeah.
This young lady failed to understand that during Beryl, USAID gave Jamaica what, $12 million to help
That's exactly where I'm going, because I see an argument is being developed that USAID only dealt with the quote-unquote gay agenda. It was much wider and much more all-encompassing than the gay agenda. Yes, we do agree with what is being pushed or whatever. But USAID, for example, is responsible for the model police station in Grand Spain.
I wonder what young lady know.
I don't think she know.
I want the hierarchy of her party tell her about that.
The retroviral HIV treatment. USAID single-handedly brings it into the country for HIV patients. And I know it's not LGBTQ people alone suffer from HIV. right? So she cannot be in glee that just because a lot of the funding to the civil society groups that oppose the government have lost their funding, she is to be rejoicing and saying that, oh, woe is unto them. It can't work. You can't so dark.
But you know something, Mr. Henry? If President Trump decide to cut it permanently, you know, dog nyam was up in Jamaica, you know.
I know that. I know that. Because I know that already. If me is the opposition, I can just imagine that the government something going twet.
Yes.
Because it's a serious thing, because there's so many partnerships with USAID and Ministry of National Security, Ministry of Health. If I start the various agencies, no man.
And,
It's
and if there should be a natural disaster in Jamaica, USAID comes to Jamaica's rescue at all times.
at all times. At all times. So
And
it can be a case where we rejoice in that a step that a madman, because I'm going to say it without any apology, a madman has taken is being rejoiced.
you know, I when I saw it, I said to myself, is this young lady all up there?
I don't think she is. I don't think she is. I see one of your comments, one of your viewers said that this girl need a job. I agree.
I want to play something else again for you, my friend. Then we can switch over to what you come here to speak about.
No
I want you
problem.
to listen to this. Apparently, our good friend Desmond Mackenzie mouth slip up. It seems that Desmond never want this, the PM never want this to come out at all.
No, he didn't. I think I do. You go ahead.
Listen to this.
So all along Jamaica, we see the government handing over these homes to the poor and indigent. You mean to tell me that at the end of the day, these homes does not belong to the people? So all the land title them with them assign, I make the people them assign land title. You mean to tell me say it does not belong to them at the end of the day? Eh? So the whole program and the indigent housing program, all the ribbon Andrew are cut and I give out land title and I give out keys. Jamaica, me can't catch myself when I listen to this, Jamaica people.
The houses remains the property of the municipal corporations. So if someone die, the municipality retains the right of the house and it is passed on to someone who is in need. There is no duplication of the services provided by the Ministry of Local.
Now, Sir Henry, I am trying to this is scamming to the highest level.
Yes, because all of us were thought to believe, and that is why Comrade Natalie Nita Garvey has issued her release asking for clarity in relation to this housing program, because we were all led to believe that these persons had their title and that they had a title and them own a little piece of the rock, that the dream of so many of us, which is the dream of so many of us. So I am actually flabbergasted to hear now that these houses remain in the ownership of the municipal corporations. This is we need the clarity, and I'm glad that the party has demanded same.
Now tell me something now. I get tell me something, Christopher. How does this work? How does the housing solution work? Is it that you own the property and they come build on the property, and the property belongs to the government of Jamaica?
It seems now, based on the pronouncements by the Honorable Minister, that the government built upon the land and is a government housing. And because you meet a threshold that you are in need, you are given this house. So
So
if
whose
that
land it is?
If that is the case, why all the fanfare that like you own the place?
But hold on there, Christopher. So whose land it is? Is the land belongs to the Jamaican government or belongs to the person?
You see, this is the confusion, and this is why we're asking for the clarity because we don't know. We don't know because from what I was made to understand, the houses were built on people who had lands. Because now I'm hearing in a press conference by No-Neck brother Marlon Morgan that all the titles and everything were in place of the people who have benefited from this social housing program. So how you fi build house per my land? I mean, not own the house. Me not understanding.
Something that I don't
Because
know.
one of the first things I learned in law school was that everything below the ground is mine, and everything above the ground go up to the sky in my plot is mine.
So that means the house and the property belongs to you.
Precisely. So this is why I can't understand the pronouncements by the honorable minister using the term loosely honorable.
No,
Right?
this is something that is members of the Jamaican diaspora is asking questions about this,
I know, and every day there is a new saga, and I know that the Jamaicans abroad just hold them head and say, "Oh Lord, Jamaica
Again,
again."
three
Every day,
3 trillion unaccountable for.
yes.
Yet the Minister of Information is saying it is not accountable for. No money is missing rather.
Hold on, you hear the other one now?
No.
TJ a pay for place, and them now use it. I pay lease $1 million a month lease for place, and them now use it out in Mandeville.
Christopher, let me
And
ask
he's
you.
asking my general secretary and the mayor of Kingston to resign because they feel that funds have been misappropriated at KSAMC, which the mayor has denied completely.
But what I don't understand though, Christopher, is this. How is it? How is it that how is it that the Jamaica Labour Party had a press conference today?
Yes.
Is it that something is wrong with the person who was speaking there? That is
Well,
that.
yes. Short answer is yes.
My God.
I think they had this fabulous press conference all to say off of hearsay and allegation that the mayor of Kingston, who is doing a fabulous job, an excellent job because he has rehabilitated the Jubilee market, he has rehabilitated the Crossroads market. Our streets in Kingston look cleaner. There seems to be more order in the municipal corporation. The mayor and the general secretary of the People's National Party is to resign over allegation and hearsay. Yet, how much trillion, as you just say, is unaccounted for? TAJ is paying how much million a month to for an empty building in Mandeville that was to house the tax office, but it never came to fruition. And there's another big scandal that our chairman, comrade chairman, Angela Brownberg, pointed out in her release, stating that before you throw a stone, even before you even look upon the stone, you have to clean up your house over there first.
What do I want to ask you though, Christopher? You win as member of parliament for North Central St. Andrew.
Yes.
And the PNP gains state power as government of this country. Will you push or will you say to the comrade leader, the prime minister to be, Prime Minister, before you appoint your cabinet, sir, and if you appoint your cabinet, can you please order forensic audit in every government entity in this country? Are you willing to go that far with him, sir?
I am. And I think that he already has that in mind, and we are already very cognizant of, well, not cognizant, but we kind of have an idea of what we are about to inherit. It's
Do you,
not a
be-
bed of rose.
do you
It's not
believe
the street.
any money leaving the coffers, sir?
Yes, I think there's money, but let us hope that by the time the election is called and we are victorious, that there is money there. Because there has been a lot of reckless and unaccounted spending that, oh, phew, it threatens to even derail the progress that Dr. Peter Phillips and Comrade Portia Sims Miller made in stabilizing the Jamaican economy, and there has been a complete abandonment of balancing people's lives while balancing the budget. You know, so let us hope that there is money there.
My question to you now, as you come on air here to speak to us about your constituency, what is your plans? What is the plans you have for your constituency? Because you know it need road.
Mm-hmm,
Some
mm-hmm,
people living in squalor,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and Mr. Samuda has been there from Wapikil Philip,
45 years this year.
45 years. And we all know that
He's
call.
been MP from before I born. I'm 35 next week Sunday.
Well, he has been MP before I born then too. And when you look at it, Mr. Samuda has been there so long.
Yes.
He bob and weave, he went to the PNP and he won the seat in the PNP for the PNP. He went back over and he won the seat for the JLP.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
As what head boy said, don't be surprised if Carl Samuda don't run as independent.
I wouldn't be surprised because there was a rumor that was going around. I'm not sure how true it is. That in a meeting with his leader, he indicated, "Look here, I don't go and do it my way, or I'm going to go over PNP. And if PNP don't want me, I'm going to run as an independent." So head boy is not far from the truth. Who he is relying on in our constituency is an area off of Reddings Road, known as Common, Park Lane, Blackhat's Lane. Those places, they are heavy, and also off Shortwood Road, Lady Huggins,
Yes, Lady Huggins Road, yes.
right, and Grandspen Road. But he doesn't realize that for years he has neglected the Grandspen area. So Lady Huggins little shaky. He doesn't realize that I remember seeing the story, and I don't even know if that gully wall fixed. A gully wall fell down in Common, and the people were saying that the only time the MP know around there or to fix anything infrastructurally is when election coming. So I don't know if that gully wall was fixed, right? North Central St. Andrew is a mixed constituency. You have the affluent and you have the not so affluent. The not so affluent don't have good roads, don't have proper water supply, don't have good sewage treatment. The gullies aren't being clean. A lot of them, as you would figure, live on the gully side. Cassava Peace, for example, not directly on the gully side, but around a major gully.
Right.
And some, I heard that rumor, and I would relish it because I'm going to take a little tale out of school. Mrs. Ford, I go to Stella Maris Church, and Mr. Ford and I used to serve as ushers. He's now not so well, still chucking, but he's not so well. So it's going to be very true. I know Marlene long before the politics. Anyway, But I heard some rumor like that. Anyway, so they're not so affluent. They have poor roads, poor services. Um, they feel very forgotten. And since coming into this race, I have tried my best to make them feel not so forgotten, because this forgotten feeling has been across both the JLP and PNP supporters, because they said the councillors only know them when it's election time, the MP only know them when it's election time. I understand that the MP suddenly dusted off his walking shoes and found them and was walking, and he was told that we know say an election coming now because you don't walk.
Oh Lord.
And that he suffered some because he was promising, this was in Lady Huggins, he was promising all what him can't promise.
Mm-mm.
And them say, and I've been told that them said, Mr. Henry, if you come round here, trust me, you switch up some things. You just need to just come round here. So this was round Huggins. Because we've actually canvassed Shortwood Avenue, Fagan Avenue, and parts of Grand Spain. But we haven't gone into Lady Huggins. So we plan to do that, not this weekend, the other weekend. So they're not so affluent now. They just want the proper services. They just want to feel as if they are being cared for and looked after. For example, garbage collection is a problem. Today I had to find a money to help a labor right activist from Cassava Peace to clean up around Cassava Peace. And when she said to me, Mr. Henry, is round your part, me a clean, I said, the whole of the constituency is my part. Labour and PNP. The whole of the constituency is my part. So me need my people to live in cleanliness. Right? And this is the second project like that I've helped her. Let me move now to the affluent. The affluent now, their major problem is infrastructure, maintenance, and development. The roads, them pretty BMW and Mercedes and them nice car are dropping out some pothole on the front end. And when them go down to ATL or when them go down to Silver Star, the thousands here, sometimes even millions of dollars them paying to fix back the car. Them, it a mad them. Right? They too, some of them, I can speak directly for some who live in the Norbrook Hills. Their roads are in a terrible state. It is East Norbrook Heights. And I know that a certain music star has his house up there. A certain CEO of a certain gambling company has their
multi-million-dollar houses.
Right, multi-millionaire. The road, there's land slippage constantly from the road. People use it as dumping ground. And these are people that I'm not talking Cassava Peace or off Whitehall Avenue. I'm talking Norbrook.
You're talking to people of the Vumba and the Vumba V.
I was trying to remember the phrase. I was trying to remember the phrase. And these people are just simply fed up. But guess the problem though? A lot of them aren't registered to vote.
Oh Lord.
But guess what now? Them say, Mr. Henry, come. Them say this young boy has come and him don't have the resources. Imagine if we give him the resources. So we want to get that connection because we understand that they're not voting, and I'm trying to convince. I've convinced a number of them, and a number of them have registered. So we're getting them out because they are people too. What else they do complain about? Ian, I hope that the vote is still here. I hope that the vote is still here, even though you probably live in the diaspora now. I hope the vote is still here. The developments, major problem in the northern belt constituencies of Kingston and St. Andrew is the developments. A lot of the people are complaining that these high-rise structures are going up, these townhouse developments are going up, and them never get notice. Them don't know what's going on beside them. And when them call the MP said to them, say, boy, Me not really know about that. Talk to the councillor, but the councillor is nowhere to be found. And this is
So
especially true of Narbrook because I don't know what she doing. But that's
So
what I say.
hold on there, Mr. Henry. Do you believe that veteran politician Carl Samuda
Yes.
don't know what's going on in his own constituency?
He doesn't.
He really doesn't know?
He doesn't know. Carl, I have respect for him. It's somebody that I get along with, somebody that I know.
Mm-hmm.
But it is time objectively to go and sit down.
I met him more than once, and I find him a very nice person.
He's a very nice person. He's very affable. He's very down to earth. And I've held conversation. I remember a part of our constituency is in Orange Grove off Long Lane in Stony Hill. And they had their tree lighting last Christmas. And we sat for hours just talking and enjoying a beer, you know. And that is the nature of the man. But you have to know when to fold them, man.
In other words, you have to know when to run out and to close the door.
That's right.
Give in your hand. Let me ask you this question though, Christopher Henry. If it that the Labour Party don't want to give the person who Samuda want to give, and Samuda decide to come to the PNP and the PNP accept him, and they come and talk to you, would you bow out gracefully and give Samuda as PNP candidate?
I don't know if, from what I understand, if
the same person. Good night to you, my friend. How are you doing? You're live on air.
Yes, good night, Jeffrey. How are you doing?
I'm here.
I'm enjoying the program. Mr. Henry, and good night to you, sir.
Good night.
I'm listening to you talking about my constituency that I grew up, and I do a lot of political work there.
Yeah.
That's Central St. Andrew.
You have a question?
2000. Yes. There's always been a burning issue with the people in Cassava Peace for land title on that side of the banks.
Yes.
And in Grand Spend there's a big open land there on Chartered Road that I grew up on named Mason Hall. That land can be developed with local housing for the people in that section of the community. And I hear you talk about your tour, Lady Huggins, Fagan Avenue.
I don't reach Lady Huggins yet.
Those areas are up for grabs, you know.
Yes, I understand.
Good political activity there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So I understand. So he's going to, if he continues along this path, he might just be put into retirement.
I think I've done so much political work there. I opened up the clinic and the police station with TJ.
Yes.
2004. I was at their table there. And every time the PNP leaders tour those communities, they normally get in touch with me. I would normally tour the place. So I wish I was there with you, sir.
All right.
We have to tour every dark corners with you. My street name is a Jewish name. It starts with the A and ends with E. So if you ask me about that name, you flow through the community with these.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, you can share my number with so he can.
If you just ask journalists.
Try your journalists. No, yes.
All right, my friend. What I'll do, I will share your number with him.
Yes, I wanted to represent the PNP 2004, and the then councillor Mama Chichi told me not to run against him because he had too much kids to look after, and it was depending on the councillor work. So I ended up in Barbados building some houses. So
we're going to be in touch.
Okay, boss. Give up yourself.
Yes,
yeah, cool. All right.
Cool. Yes. Back to the question I asked you, Sir Henry.
Right. Now, what I think will happen, because from what I understand, he is comfortable with me. He's impressed with me, despite the different political divide. I get the impression that Carl will more want to help me. I don't think Carl would come over and want to run. I don't get the impression. I don't get it. So he would probably want to come over and help me. And I still have that invitation for him if he wants to come and help. Because he did it once, he can do it again.
Indeed, indeed.
If him give me the blessing, I will take care of all the people.
Yes. For those who are just joining us, we're speaking to the People's National Party caretaker for Central St. Andrew, North Central St. Andrew, attorney at law, Christopher Henry, a son of the soil. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Mekwitar program. Christopher, tell us the plans you have for the young people if you should gain the MP seat.
One of the first things we want to do with our CDF is to start a program called the Jumpstart Program. What we've realized in North Central St. Andrew is that the youth have a massive entrepreneurial spirit, and we want to encourage that. So we want to help them to formulate the business plans. We want to help them to get a start in whatever business that they want to carry out and just set them up, because we want to encourage the spirit, because that is the only way we're going to grow the local economy, both locally North Central and Jamaica on a whole. We have to put the people to work, and not work in the traditional sense, work in the economic and broader sense. So that is one of the first things that we want to do for the younger people. Those who are interested in developing their skills, furthering their studies, certainly we will start to establish some scholarships from the various business owners within the North Central Belt. We also want to ensure that education, we have Calabar High School, which is a major traditional high school within the constituency, and our schools do quite well in North Central, and we want to continue that tradition because we want to ensure that the constituents are fully educated. So from our end, we'll ensure that scholarships and aid and all those sort of things continue to go to the younger people and to those who need it. Youth as well. I try my best, because when you walk and you realize that a lot of them are on the corner and them just a par and thing, We want to also probably at least once a month or twice a month, or at least one down Whitehall Division, one up Norbrook Division, where them come together and them socialize.
Yes.
And then school out and them because life can be very stressful,
It is.
And we want to ensure that them de-stress so them can take on life and take it on successfully. So those are just some of the things that we want to do for the youth of North Central St. Andrew.
What about the elderly? I mean, they have, majority of them, because of the road problem, they must have problem getting to a health center and so forth. What plans you have for the elderly in the constituency?
Our elderly they do have issues. A lot of their problems is with transportation, as you well articulated. I would love to start an access a ride sort of platform for our older people, so they can go to supermarket, go to pharmacy, go to doctor. I know in North Central there is one. Well, I don't even think it's on the North Central side, it's on the Northwest side. There is one health center. Everybody else is private. Dr. Benton on Mannings Hill Road, all the other doctor offices are private. We need to establish something, one in each division, a health center that is free and that can help the elderly, and not just the elderly, the entire constituency. Because it's not everybody can find the $7,000 for go to the private doctor. It's not everybody can find the how much $1,000 for do the X-ray at the private doctor. We need to have some proper health centers. What is also interesting, we had a fire the other day in the Whitehall Division, and it took the fire station, not only because of the bad infrastructure, in terms of the roads, because Whitehall Avenue was in a terrible state. It's now been patched. It took the fire from half a tree about half an hour because of the gridlock that the bad road caused, and gridlock in Kingston in general because it was a peak hour fire. And a thought occurred to me that we have a police station, which is a Constant Spring police station, but we need a fire station up this side too.
Yes.
Half a tree is much too far to be coming clear up a Whitehall or Narbrook. By the time the fire truck reached the place halfway burned down, and then what life could have been saved is lost. So, in terms of the services, I'm going to start a lobby for a fire station within the vicinity. So at least the Northern Belt will say, instead of coming from clear down a half a tree, the Northern Belt can benefit from some sort of fire station. Because we have these fabulous, going back to the development point, we have these fabulous high-rise buildings and complexes, and everybody relying on half a tree, York Park station. It can't work. Some sort of fire station needs to come uptown.
You know, as I sit here and I listen to
And sorry, Jeffrey, sorry to cut you. Going back to the elderly, we also want to establish with the CDF a sort of localized drugs for the elderly program. So those who need the regular drugs, they can get little help. Outside of the national NHF and the drugs for the elderly program, something more localized. So them really don't have to take nothing out of them pocket, because the pension, which is a national issue, the pension already a little bit. Them don't need to take out of it for buy medication.
in all your walking in the constituency, because I know you do a lot of walk.
Oh yes.
In all your walking in the constituency, my good friend,
Yes.
how does the housing look to you?
I can safely say, as I said earlier, it's two set of people be dealing with, affluent and not so affluent.
Forget about the people of the Vumvava, the people who live below Crossroad.
Below Crossroad in quotation, but the
Yes.
Cassava piece, the half Whitehall Avenue, the half Reddy's Road, the housing has left a lot to be desired. And I hear Mr. Samuda bragging that when he came in, there were dirt roads here and the lane never paved, but it's the same thing happened 45 years later. For example, 100 lane is in a deplorable condition. 100 lane, I mash up my good thumbs. One day I walk up there. As I heard with Whitehall, it prevented the smooth transportation of the fire truck because Whitehall was in a terrible state. Cassava piece sometimes is mile alone some parts. I don't drive my load VW Jetta up Cassava piece into Cassava piece proper, not the road where just slip go through. Into Cassava piece. I don't drive that. I borrow my spouse's SUV. You know, and then every time you jump out of the SUV when you reach a Cassava piece, the gully is leaving a lot to be desired. And these people, they do their best, you know, in terms of them fix up, because you know Jamaicans have a lot of pride.
Yes.
So them fix up them little space, but some of them are living, and the majority of the housing stock, it's unfortunate. And I want to be put in a position that me not have to say to them when them say, Mr. Henry want cast the roof, you know. Me can say, he hold that for cast the roof. Me no want have to say to them, say, boy, it kind of little sticky, you know. So me's not the MP, but see a little something here. Me want to be able to put in a position that me can say, see the whole of the money for cast the roof here, see the whole of the money for fix the wall there or whatever.
So let me ask you a question though. If for instance saying that somebody reach out to you from that area and they need some plywood and zinc for a house, can you assist them with that?
I do my best to see what I can do.
Okay.
I do my best. And a lot of them will tell you that Mr. Henry has really tried. Even though Mr. Henry not give them everything,
yes,
he's doing best. And I always say to them, say, put me in a position that me can help you with everything. As long as it's for home improvement, I will help you. Home improvement, sickness, education. I will try to, and I notice, and there's one in terms of funeral, little assistance, and I become a regular at 9 nights in my youth. I never used to go 9 nights. I used to only go funeral, but the 9 nights I'm me now, yeah.
So you know how to jump some gear now, man.
Yes, man. Yes, man. 9 nights. And the Kingston 9 nights are very interesting.
You have to bring your godfather down to dance the song "Don't You Trouble Zion."
I think him do I don't even remember how to do that, but back we see now.
Christopher, what is the take? What is your take on the well? What is your take on what is going on when it comes on to security? Is that area a violent area now, or is it calm? Or is it calm down?
Well, we had a little flare up. So last weekend they were under curfew, both Cassava Peace and Whitehall Avenue. They've calmed down now. We have two excellent leaders in the police. Assistant Commissioner ACP Christopher Phillips and DSP Sweeney. Sweeney's first name slipped me. Who is in charge directly of St. Andrew North. Both of them are younger gentlemen that have really taken on the not major issues, but the issues of crime in St. Andrew North Central, and has really calmed the area. So with them behaving themselves. You have mostly what you have is a housebreaking robberies. You have a 1 and 2 shooting sometime, and the place get tense, but eventually it calms down. And we're trying to eliminate the 1 and 2 shooting. But say we can never. Well, a thief is a thief is a thief. We just have to make sure.
Right.
So, I can say safely that North Central is not a volatile or violent place. No, not at all.
So what is your do you have plans that when you become member of parliament that you're gonna make the police make sure they have a police youth club to link with the youths?
Yes, and we've started their discussions with them already, especially with DSP Sweeney, because Cassava Peace had their football competition and the police was involved. They were told of it, and they said 2 officers came and kicked some ball. And they are excited that we are going to have such plans to revive the youth club that was the civic, which is part of the Civic Association of St. Andrew North Police Division. Revive it and to expand it. Yes, Auntie. I see you. Yes, I agree. PNP Bill 100 late in 98 and Mr. Samude, he came after. Yes. Auntie. My godmother this from, not my literal godmother, but my political godmother from 100 lane that.
Yes?
Yes, man.
I must say good night to all the people in 100 Lane who is watching the Mequitar program. Welcome. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Share the live feed to all those in 100 Lane, 100 man lane or 100 lane, rather.
Not
Yes, 100 lane.
man. You don't have to call it 100 man. Just 100 lane.
100 lane.
Yes. They've gotten so much slack for what the other lanes have done that are controlled by Mr. Samuda. They've gotten so much slack for it, and it's not them. And bad name. I have to be correcting my Vumva V about 100 lane. And I'm not going to stop.
So hold on, Christopher. Those the people the Vumva and the Vumva V understand when they say Vumva and Vumva V to them?
No, I'm not say it like that.
Let me ask you this though, Chris. When it comes on to a health center, do they have a health center in that area?
As I said, there's one. I don't think it is in the north central side, it's over the northwest side.
Okay.
Because we have a border in Red Hills Road between northwest and north central. Right? Okay. And I think it is good. I don't know. I think it is in the northwest side, but it's close enough. So it's the only one that I know about There's no real health center. The rest are private doctors.
The
rest are private doctors.
Christopher, you talk about
Oh
the
no,
roads.
no, that is actually in Mr. Chuck's side. The Grand Spend police station, there is a Edna Manley Health Clinic. But that is Mr. Chuck's side. So really and truly, there is no real health center in North Central proper.
Mr. Henry, you talk about the roads in the constituency there. When you become member of parliament, are you going to make sure that the roads are fixed properly back in the olden days when you lay them all, you put the stone and you roll it. You put some mall again and you roll it, you put some water on it and you roll it.
Yes.
3-4 times you put on the same thing or whatever. You roll it properly. You have drainage. They build the road slant. Don't build it flat. You build it slant. That water can run off. Are you going to make sure that the roads in that area is built like that? And if the roads are not built like that, the roads are dig up after one little rain, are you prepared as a member of parliament to put a lawsuit against any contractor who does that, sir?
Well, first, let me say, big up yourself, Comrade Paula. I personally wouldn't reach that far in relation to lawsuit because I would ensure that when that bid goes out to tender for the road contractors, that is contractors of excellent reputation that are going to be fixing the roads in St. Andrew North Central. So I don't even have to reach about lawsuit, right? I personally, I don't want to reach as far as to sue somebody, but if it reach this, so it have to reach this. So, but I don't want to sue them. I just would know how to act going forward. If you get what I'm saying to you.
Are you prepared? If Jeffrey Tavares is your good friend, and I have a backhoe, I want to tip about the truck, and I said to you, Christopher, come on, man, give me the contract. Are you prepared to tell me, no, Tavares, I can't get it because you're not a reputable contractor?
I am, actually. I have a level with my brethren. I am.
I have with us joining us now, community activist, human rights activist in his own right, Luke George Cook. Luke, welcome to the program.
Mr. Tavares, Christopher.
Mr.
No, we can't get the Appleton. You can tell your brethren that you're not getting the backhoe work, but you can't buy your brethren a drink out of your Appleton.
You know, because you live a fire, Mr. Cook.
No, Donald Trump sent me home on the plane.
Him send you home on the plane?
Yeah, man, him send me home on the them right now, me hear that Donald Trump and Andrew Owners keep coming now.
Christopher, let me go back to the question I asked because Luke is something else, Chris,
yes.
in all of this though, when it comes on to, as I said before, the roads, you'll make sure the roads are done properly.
Yes.
Are you prepared to have the NWC make sure that there's water in the people's pipe? There is the fire hydrants are not figurines when there's a fire, there's no water in them. As a member of parliament, are you prepared to say to the councillors, you make sure all of that is going on?
Yes, because what is going to be interesting when I win the seat, I'm going to have 2 JLP aligned councillors. And I am prepared to work with them for the betterment of the constituency and their divisions. As long as they will continue to work with me. Alika and Susan Senior. And I want that message to be sent to them that when I win, when that I am prepared to work with them as long as they are doing what they are supposed to do as councillors, and that they are carrying out their duties in a clear and transparent way.
When it comes on to young people, I know up in that area don't have any farming of such. When it comes down to young people getting jobs, what is your take on that? How can you assist them?
Well, as we said earlier, we want a lot of them have entrepreneurial spirits. So we want to start a program called a Jumpstart program and help them to create the business plan, help them, give them a start in the business once it is viable and profitable, and send them on their way. Those who want to work for somebody, because there's still, even though it's very rare, those who I want to have the jobs bank at the constituency office so that they can know where they can get work in or around the constituency, or even in or around Kingston and St. Andrew. Uh, and the skills training, the education, we're still going to have that. But the major thing, I want to encourage the entrepreneurial spirit, because I want to grow the economy both of the constituency and of Jamaica. So I want them to contribute to economic growth. And themselves, if the business is successful and take off, them can create jobs for the constituents too.
True.
So it's a ripple
But
effect.
what are those entrepreneur skills that you would have assessed that the constituency need that is going to bring growth, and growth that can really impact not just the economy, but it will serve as that vehicle to motivate people? Because have you done an assessment of things that they can do at the community level that are not just the traditional things? Do we have anybody who can build an app? Can we sort of package the constituency outside of just what we know to be a part of a parish, but have something unique about this parish that people should want to gravitate towards it? Are we training people in ecotourism who can fix up some place and have people from different part of the country, not necessarily on the outside, to come and spend a weekend there because it offers something different? Right now, everybody in Jamaica, we can't say we're looking to go vacation abroad anymore with the current situation. So people are just looking for some unique places that they can escape to. I like the idea of on-trap leading the growth and the development of the individual Jamaica, but I really would like us to do it in such a way that it works. Where the mentorship program for these young-bodied um, um, upcoming business owner and change maker in your constituency, because I believe that your heart is in the right place, but I don't want. I like you create your job bank, but you also create your entrepreneur thing based on who you have when you do that shortlisting, furniture maker, basket maker, bag maker, whoever it is, that you set up an exhibition so people can know that this is what you can get from the constituency level, versus it can also spill over that it becomes a flagship program of your political party. And if you need any more ideas, I have some. But I'd love for you to expand on, have we assessed some of the skills that we could utilize in your constituency, and how is it that we can introduce people to new ideas? Can a app be developed so that we know exactly where the polling station are, where the churches is, where the fire station is, where you go if there is a hurricane, if you're struggling with education grant? Huh?
You answer the question now.
Oh,
We
sorry.
have started. Sorry, we have started. No, I was listening to him because I was very interested in what he was saying. We have started that assessment, Luke. It is ongoing. As soon as the results are out, I don't have a problem in sharing that with you. So I will ask Jeffrey to share my number, And I sound you sound as if you're offering to come and help me to really roll it out. So yes, the answer is yes, you can come and help me to really help me roll it out, right?
Yeah, it's a met with talk. It has to be a met with talk situation where the audience hear all the audience.
Oh no, the signal, okay.
What happened to you, Luke? The Labour Party, they kick you out of the Labour
Look at the Labour Party, lick him out, yes.
Which you can
We
We
can
can
hear
hear
you
you
now.
now.
Can
Yes,
hear
man,
you
we can
oh
now.
hear
they
you.
are they coming a session where man Trump a keep, but that's all right.
Is him keep coming out? See, I gotta teach him how to jump tree table.
They never kick you out.
No, it was a drum table alone. Remember that Siaga was one of the stalwarts, and he is said to be a prince in the Hindu city. So the
Oh,
people would watch him bite off the fowl neck or pop the fowl neck and drink the blood. So you see, one of the things that we have to recognize in this new dispensation of Jamaica is that we're seeing the whole thing being given legitimacy of spiritual development and how it can be used against your opponent. I mean, this thing has just gone wild and crazy. I mean, the last couple of election, man, I walk in a crowd with goat neck. Um, which is part of the fear and intimidation mechanism that sometimes we subtly just play it out because we think it's comedy at its best. But you must remember that it also invokes a spirit that attach itself to a country and a people, and that
right.
we're suffering because we are not only in terms of the educational level have failed our people, but we have also failed as the churches have failed to open people's eyes to the occult.
Yes, yes.
I know,
And for my
I have been getting some report out of Portland. Have you seen the report out of Portland, Christopher?
In relation to what? I haven't seen any.
A bridge collapsed and people are walking in the river to go where they're going.
Oh, jeez. Which side? West or east?
I think it's both sides.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
I wonder
jeez.
if I can get my good friend
Kizzy, come have the people them something.
Isaac Buchanan to tell us what's going on.
If you can try to get to him and see.
I know I know you told me you have a important date tonight,
Yes,
and it's time
yes.
for you to. So tell us, give us a wrap up. Speak to your people of North Central St Andrew now, as we wrap and tell you goodbye. Go
It
ahead.
is. It is just simply this. It is time to vote for a change. It is time to move St. Andrew North Central forward. It is time to develop St. Andrew North Central. Just instead of it just being seen as yes,
Sarah, go ahead.
yes, yeah, just it's being seen as a quote unquote JLP seed. No, not for you. It's not for you, Kizzy. It's not for you. Anyway, um, I want to assure you that I am here to serve you and that I am here to ensure that the needs of the constituencies is served. The needs of the constituency are served, and
Mm-hmm.
that we will move forward in the new dispensation to ensure that North Central becomes the shining beacon of the Northern
Sarah
Belt.
Christopher, give me
Yeah.
1 minute. Continue talking, Lucas. Give me 1 minute. Don't move. Continue
Yes.
talking.
Yeah. The the shining beacon that it is within. It is a diamond. It needs just some polish, and because it hasn't been polished in a long time, it needs to be polished now, and I'm here to polish it. Um, Luke,
yeah,
yeah, may I run you?
yeah.
Hold on, Luke. Me I run you because you block me. Yes, go and talk now, Luke. No, you know, your presence don't make me nervous. Me did miss you. God know me did miss you. But you blocked me on Twitter, so make me want to talk to you. Anyway, go and talk now, Luke.
Well, look here. When you know to me, I'm working. No, but seriously, though, brother. If you really are gonna build out the entrepreneur program, I'm all for it because my things are the only way we are gonna get the young people back at the table is if we give them an opportunity to use their God-given talent. And I don't think we have sort of figure out how we can re-engage them. But seriously,
Yes.
just start the work. I'm actually speaking to somebody now who I'm asking her to get a software that we can capture the information and it can be vital. I know most people are going to approach or ask you about overseas employment because
They have.
now
They have.
now that Trump said him no mind if them come through the H whatever visa, the work visa, a lot of people have been asking how we can integrate that into the opportunities for people to work. And with the temporary closure of USAID, I think it has given us a unique opportunity to re-engage how we're going to really help our people to deal with the earthquake that is about to take place. They didn't think that the promises of the U.S. administration was going to be, as Mr. Trump said, U.S. first and then everybody else behind. So we have to reposition our people, or else we as leaders of this country are not going to be prepared to deal with the fallout once people realize that their livelihood. I mean, when you look at what Twitter,
Oh no, labor right there, lick him again.
who just wanted a seat at the table, try to engage these young people to use their creativity. Because when you look at the contents that are coming out from, especially TikTok, coming out of Jamaica, you recognize that our people really wanted to have been engaged a long time. And I think that is where we need to speak to the Met We Talk audience, those who are in IT, who have the understanding of how to develop content, whether short story, long story, to look at content creation. They can be a part of this, as well as people who can train people into business and how to manage our business effectively.
Yes. Luke, and I know Christopher had given us until 8 o'clock, and it's after 8 now. So he has I had an engagement that he has to run off to. I just want to say thanks to Christopher Henry, attorney at law, PNP Caretaker for North Central St. Andrew, the seat of a veteran politician called Samuda. Christopher is trying to unseat him, and I pray and hope that you are successful in that.
Jeffrey and I will try to come in a session for you.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
Christopher, thanks for coming. You listen to Luke, yeah? Don't come on a business.
No, I don't got that going into the Kumina business. No, I not going. Kizzy, unblock me, make me your talk. Unblock me and stop the foolishness.
Not until I get the drink of Appleton. So you
no,
can.
No,
I can.
No, all right. So the drink of Appleton is coming, Luke.
Yeah, so, all right. So sure Jeffrey I will unblock you tomorrow. I promise you. First thing tomorrow morning.
It's not you be talking. It's Kizzy who say me can't win. But come on, block me and tell me that on Twitter say me can't win.
Is it?
Kizzy Insta.
Yeah, man. I him, Mr. Sierra get the crystal ball. It's all right. But now, don't worry about it, Chris. Them never saw when Jeffrey wrap up female that start talking.
I start jump on late table.
What a woe!
What a woe situation! What a woe!
See it there now? You see it? But them done him go like him don't know what me I talk about.
Christopher Henry, thanks for coming on, my
but
friend.
The fact of the matter, we're proud of you because you still put up, you're young and you could have run go somewhere else, but you choose to fight with your people. So Let Izzy stay there. They like their nast and tea. We applaud you for having the courage to put up yourself.
Thank you.
And we say win. You are a winner because you could have done so much other things, and yet still you are giving yourself to go into the the trenches to fight for the Jamaican people. So that alone make you a winner already.
I want to say thank you very much, Christopher Henry. Thanks to your spouse to allow you to come on. I know you guys have something else to run and do. So thank you very much for coming on, Chris.
Yeah, man, no problem.
All the best.
Yeah,
That's People's National Party caretaker for North Central St. Andrew coming to speak to us. We're going to have Mr. Luke George Cook here with us. Luke, there is something going on in, let me show you this video here, in Portland.
You know, this thing really hurts me. It really hurts me to watch people being dragged across on a rope. Look at this person slip off in the water. My God. Really? National Works Agency. Daryl Vaz. I want to see the plight of the people them. My God Almighty, I'm telling you, this work that I do is so difficult. You carry the burden of so many persons. Now, how can I sleep tonight knowing that there are people out there that is stranded, can't reach home? This thing hurt me to the core. My heart is heavy. Andrew Holness, because clearly Darva is not listening. Andrew Holness, come to the rescue of the residents of Craig Mill, Whitehall and Belvedere. They need your help. Look at this. Look at this now. Look at this little girl. If she slipped, she gone in the river below. How much more can they take? Look at this elderly man. This is him way home. What else can I say? I don't know, I'm going to lay down in the road myself out above B and Blackie Road. My God, come tomorrow morning. The people need answers. This is not supposed to last another day. This is a national emergency and a national disgrace. It's 3 communities, you know. It's 3 communities this is affecting. And don't forget the farmers that is involved. My God.
Jesus have mercy. If you're just joining us, this is what we have coming into us. A friend of mine said I should do this. This is Make We Talk breaking news. It's a national disgrace as we on air tonight. Citizens in Portland have to be crossing rivers. No bridge. Mr. Portland, where are you? Prime Minister Holness, you're up in your house, sipping your coffee, chopping your 10. While the people of this country, the people of Portland, is going through the pans of hell. Daryl Vaz, it's a disgrace. It's a national disgrace that you people have neglected the infrastructure of this country. And the Jamaican people have been crossing rivers in 21st century Jamaica. $3 trillion of taxpayers' money accountable for. And look at the bridge. Luke, you're taking that.
I hear the MP saying now the end is near, and so I'm facing my final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain I have lived a life of full and I have traveled each and every highway. And more, much more than this, I did it my way. This was the man who went to the conference, the last JLP conference before this one that is coming up, and says that Portland is looking out, looking up, looking better. No MP in history has accomplished what he has accomplished, not only at the constituency level, but also at a national level and as one of the gatekeeper of the new Andrew Holness Jamaica Labour Party. For the people to have to be crying, to ask the MP to come and look at this condition that they find themselves in. And Jeffrey, this is not uniquely to Portland, but it happens so often that our infrastructures are in desperate need of improvement, and certainly it needs to change to meet the need of the modern development that is taking place. But for Jamaicans to be traveling to their home, to their villages, children to their parents armed on a piece of rope, no trained divers, no trained persons to help them, and nothing to assist them, not even small boats from the soldiers who have border patrol in the Portland waters to help residents today, tomorrow, until something, or for the minister to come in his private jet to see how many people he could help to get home, to mitigate a situation.
But not only that, Luke. In any other modern democracy, this happened. The army would have been called out. But the Prime Minister's priority with the Jamaica Defence Force is to have Zozos and Nenes. The Jamaica Defence Force.
And those people life in Portland are not important. It's not the people from Cherry Garden and Norbrook. It's not them.
The JDF is no longer there to assist the Jamaican people. What they're there for now is to have state of public emergencies.
Jeffrey, you can't tell me when the JDF or the Jamaica, the police force has ever really been there for the Jamaican people. Can you remember a situation in history where we can say that we have had some military people who have done some acts of bravery? But can you, Jeffrey, remember from childhood to now that we can say the Jamaica military and police force has ever gone out of its way? Have you ever seen them stand up for the people? Are you seeing the police high command out there ordering the Coast Guard to use their boats to get people across? Can we ever say we see the military or police were out and standing up with the Jamaican people?
Yes. For those who are just joining us, we're going to recap this that is coming into us. And this is a breaking news. This is Make We Talk breaking news. Citizens of Portland West and Portland East is now under life-threatening condition. It's a national disgrace. The Holness administration, along with their members of parliament, Darrell Vaz and his wife, Anne-Marie Vaz, has neglected the people of Portland. The administration has neglected the infrastructure of this country. This is what the Jamaican people is going through tonight as we speak in 21st century Jamaica. February 6, 2025 is what is going on in Portland.
You know, this thing really hurts me. It really hurts me to watch people being dragged across on a rope. Look at this person slip off in the water. My God. Really? National Works Agency. Darrell Vaz, want to see the plight of the people them. My God Almighty, I'm telling you, this work that I do is so difficult. You carry the burden of so many persons. Now, how can I sleep tonight knowing that there are people out there that is stranded, can't reach home? This thing hurt me to the core. My heart is heavy. And your wholeness, because clearly Dalva is not listening. And your wholeness, come to the rescue of the residents of Craig Mill, Whitehall and Belvedere. They need your help. Look at this. Look at this now. Look at this little girl. If she slipped, she gone in the river below. How much more can they take? Look at this elderly man. This is him way home. What else can I say? I don't know, I'm going to lay down in the road myself out above B and Blackie Road. My God, come tomorrow morning. The people need answers. This is not supposed to last another day. This is a national emergency and a national disgrace. It's 3 communities, you know. It's 3 communities this is affecting. And don't forget the farmers that is involved. My God.
This is the country that the dub prosperity. Our people are in squalor. And it's full time the Jamaican people get up and say enough is enough. Mr. Cook, your take on what is going on? 3 trillion missing.
Jeffrey, the Jamaican people, they must get up and say enough is enough, so who listen to them? The people of Jamaica must stop sell them vote for $3,000 and $5,000 because that is the consequences of the people who refuse to exercise their vote for their rights. And if you can't deliver as a member of parliament or a councillor, because this infrastructure was not placed there today. It has been there for years. And the question I would ask, where is the 2004 assessment of road, bridges, pipes that them have at National Work Agency so people can know which one of them bridges? Now, yesterday I saw Minister Nesta Carter. Yes, I am. I'm saying Minister of Works. Nesta
Morgan. Rob. Luke.
Say, oh, them have sparks and them are going to fix some constituency. That's a blatant lie. I went to a consultancy development meeting with the lady from the office of the Prime Minister, Miss Rochester, who deals with the Constituency Development Fund. And we were told that a second meeting would have been held to look at the roads that would have been fixed. But there is a fierce sense of urgency. As the lady is now stating, it's a loss of life, property, and food. And so the Agriculture Minister, alongside with the Minister of Infrastructure and the Investment Minister, alongside with the Minister of National Security, because there is a major security risk to these people, with the Coast Guard must come out now and start to make the assessment. So this bridge now have to be priority. But Jeffrey, if you make that bridge a priority with the $3 billion that has gone, that you're cussing the account, the Auditor General, you're calling the woman all sorts of name. Nobody has ever tried to taint this Auditor General's character, you know. If the truth be told and we do an assessment of public servant, then we tell us that this probably Auditor General come out untouched. But there has to be a fair sense of urgency. But Jeffrey, just like when people go into the parish figure vote for their member of parliament, I hope Jamaicans will turn out in Rome tomorrow. Walk to this bridge, wear a black shirt, and call out the national disgrace and failure of an administration who is content to believe that they are anything other than a failure. To the Jamaican people, we are disappointed in the youngest Jamaican Prime Minister who believes that Jamaica will never be worse when him leave the house, because the way unfix it, all of us are basking in prosperity. So you're going to hear him come tomorrow and say, and make up story this to make him administration look bad. When the truth of the matter is that, Jeffrey, we need to look at what roads, what bridges, what buildings, what overhead bridges have been assessed and is deemed unfit for Jamaicans to be using. Hence, we need to prioritize based on those assessments. So something like this never happen again. We talk about this look like Africa. Right now, if you look for Africa, some place in Africa, it look better than the United States and the United Kingdom together. Because when you look at Basic, whatever, that country with that new African leader and what he's doing.
Burkina Faso?
Yeah. If Andrew Holness was 1/10 of that man leadership, when them stopped at big pay for no work, maybe Jamaica would have been on its way to prosperity. But this is a national disgrace. And it's not only the people at Portland must come out and say so. It's not only the aspirant, but we should lead a day of shame against the government of Jamaica. Make the Vegas.
But do they have any shame, Mr. Cook?
We the people. It resides with we the people. One man, one vote, same man, same vote. Them same damn people at Portland, we take the $5,000 and vote out them suffering. And then them turn around and say, oh, it's Jeffrey Tavares and Luke George Cook and the rabble rouser, the negative, the naysayers, and all we do is come on internet radio, come talk down the thing. But the time has come, Jeffrey. Everybody has to see themselves playing their part in advancing their community welfare and protecting the fundamental rights of the Jamaican people. It cannot be left to us. It cannot be left to us. If the little girl do jump off and dead, would it be 9-day attack and then we'll go back to in what modern democracy? As I was speaking to you, I was being told that the body of a young lady that was chopped to death by a man of
unsound mind
was being taken out of our house. We're going to react to it. We're going to react to it. You see how quick when the woman come and say, oh, them kill the man out of Tarford Meadow, who is our uncle, them go find her. That's the level of enthusiasm that we should demand from our government when it comes to the basic infrastructure, our healthcare, the national debt, all of the things that are adversely affecting Jamaican. Because let me tell you, it's going to be a weeping and a wailing. Come next week when some people realize that those people who risk their life to go across that border will not be able to send them anything, and that they are going to be in a financial desert for the next 4 years, of which our minister says, send them back. Send them back to what? Adverse poverty. Send them back to what? To death, chaos and mayhem? Have we begin to fathom how we are going to deal with this national crisis, in addition to a bridge that our loved ones in Portland can reach at them yard? What are we sending them back to? Why them left in the first place? The situation in Jamaica is unbearable. And we don't have no leaders. We have done it. People who enrich themselves, and we can't call illicit fix because them are God Almighty. We have a country that is plagued by criminal at every level of the society. But until the Jamaican people stop their $3,000, $5,000, I drink a vibe rum and some curry goat, and recognize that when you wake up, your problems still are got in front of you, then nothing will change in this country. And the few of us who love this country with everything inside of us, they will label us the troublemaker. And nowadays, what them do, them send them goons come to intimidate you and tell you so them are going to murder you. So sooner or later, some of us will not be able to speak anymore, because right now, them in them cocoon, I wonder who else them can get to start fight against the rest of us. And then they're going to say, oh, we are the people mashing up the brand. We are the people mashing up the brand. On the news last night, at Uptown, and they're going to take out one man in this new gang, a Kingston 10, and they're going to take him out. Which means that all of us have a part to play if we really love this little island called Jamaica. And as I said to you before, if Jamaica was a company, we're all failed directors, because some of us want national award. Some of us want to start business. Some of us want to make sure that we raise enough money from Jamaica abroad for our governing party. But you know who's suffering all of this? The Jamaican people, the people of Jamaica, because we have not yet galvanized a vision that if a country works the way it is supposed to be worked, if a country is governed the way it's supposed to be governed, even the scrums off of the table, your people them can do better. Your people them can do better. And while I'm on this, I am encouraging every Jamaican home and abroad, start plant food. Get your banana sucker. Get your planting sucker. Don't cost me about, you can't buy tomato downtown. You can, if you even cut the buckle them in your yard and start plant some tomato sucker, you can grow what you eat and eat what you grow, because famine is real. Food shortage is going to be real. So let's go back to Mother Earth and thank her for her abundance of kindness towards humanity, even when we're wicked to her.
You know, Luke, I'm going to read something here. The Jamaica's Speaker of the House of Representatives, who I'm vexed with me, the team can vex, and I really don't care. She's on official visit to Japan. And I was told that she's going to come to New York to visit some family members. We want to know if the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mrs. Juliet Holness, who is paying for her trip to come and visit her family members in New York? 2, is she using government taxpayers' money to come to New York from Japan? And some members of the Jamaican diaspora is having a dinner for her. You're invited an evening with the most honorable Juliet Holness. You're cordially invited to an intimate dinner with the most honorable Juliet Holness, First Lady of Jamaica, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Member of Parliament for St. Andrew East Rural. Date February 8th, 2025. time 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And we get fair here now. No, the plate of dinner, you know, is for $250. And this is going to go towards Mrs. Wholeness. Save Our Boys and Girls Foundation. You can Zelle. They have the Zelle number too. Now tell me something now. The people in the Jamaican diaspora, that's why they don't like me, you know. And it's a bunch of set of hypocrites. And don't have no interest to save this country. All I know who they put on this dinner. Who don't want to talk back to me if I done tonight, I really don't care. Now put on my telephone and chin back by fire. Why should I waste $200 of my hard-earned work, my hard-earned money, for go sit down and name one plate of food with Juliet Wholeness? When she same one, Mrs. Wholeness, is suing a 70-something-year-old woman because she want to put road through the woman veranda. Huh? And the Jamaican people, the Jamaican members of the Jamaican diaspora, they're putting on some luxurious dinner, an intimate evening.
Jeffrey.
Go ahead, my brother.
The heart of man are desperately wicked. And we don't need to beat that point. Yeah. Part of the problem with the diaspora is that they want to save Jamaica, but they want to save it by being friends with the brand name people. Them. Me and you now have to be friends with the brand name people. In the report last night on TVG, and I sent you the footage, you heard that the Ministry of Local Government is building house for indigent and senior citizens. But did you hear the minister say the houses are not the property of the people that they are building them for? Rather, if the people them dead, it is the local government ministry who has the right to reassign who gets the house.
And we must
so when you think about those persons who have got those social houses from the local government that them boast, oh Lord, we are the government of housing. It is not to help with the intergeneration poverty that has plagued a number of our people because we don't own any part of the rock. In other words, it's government aid for publicity, but it's not government aid that is real. So the people are going to spend their $250. They're going to take the picture. They don't mind if them can get a picture with Mrs. Wholeness because she has a status called honorable. But even when them sit down in the back veranda, them criticize that she's not polished, she's not refined, them don't trust the wholeness dynamic. Jamaicans are a bunch of hypocrites. We hide our truth to maintain our image because image for Jamaicans is everything. But it's easier to tear down Jeffrey Tavares. How dare you come on this program and chastise us about who is going to be our friend? Because come October, Jeffrey, you and I will never be given a national award.
I don't want to.
Whether or not we want it, we are bad for the economy. We are bad for the country. We are bad. We're bad. So we get up every day because we eat, we sell so much. And we could have left people business alone, because truth of the matter, you know, get no gray hair, lose no sleep when you not care, You lock your door and you protect yourself. You buy a couple gun and you get a couple dog and you clown with 2 thugs. And if you have to send them, go execute somebody to make them know, say, you have power, you deal with it. The fact of the matter is that Jamaica needs so much more.
Hold on for
it's
a minute. Good night, Christopher. How are you doing? Welcome to the program.
Luke, how you doing?
Hey, good to hear from you. Welcome
Mr.
back from
George. How you doing, Jeffrey?
I'm living because members of the Jamaican diaspora are a bunch of hypocrites.
Hey, Jeffrey,
Yes, sir.
And look, let me tell you something. I've been invited to many things. I don't go to none of them because I don't want to break bread with them kind of people. I don't care how much your suit costs you and your alligator shoes. I don't break bread with corrupt people. I don't care if you have money like Elon Musk. I don't sit down with people
When
who
you
are
say you're not throw the bread at the children and you're not breaking the bread at the children and giving it to the dogs.
But George is right. One thing with Jamaicans, if you want to offend them, tell them the truth. You become the mortal enemy.
Well, they don't like me, but they do that when I really don't care.
They rather live in ignorance and squalor.
And denial.
Point out to
And
them
denial.
the situation
Because they
that
are a
they
set
live
of
in.
hypocrites. They are the ones who said, give us Barabbas. But they will tell you them love Jesus. So don't worry about them, Jeffrey. They are not who we are here to save. It is the ordinary little girl who will go across the bridge here. Because when me hear the last Jamaica Labour Party, that was them what? Them convention or them camp, them annual meeting. Christopher, when me hear the two girls them will get up and say them went to St. Andrews, talk about that dispensation of when people did not eat saltfish pan shingle all stuff and how just disingenuous it was presented. Because one of the things me come for realizing of Christopher, that is why I'm talking to enlightened people like you. When them I tell you when one of the political side I tell you what happened, they don't tell you that politics is not just local. And there was a time when Jamaica, when Michael Manley seemed to have become a radicalist, when he was saying, no, you can't diss Cuba, you can't diss China. We are friends of all and enemies of none. When he was talking about the apartheid system, and everybody who has ever stand up to the bully in the room paid. And when me hear two girls will go, say them go St. Andrews High School, I got talk about we now return to Michael Manley days of saltfish, pan shingle or stuff. Shut your mouth. You might have gone to the school, but you couldn't have learned anything because you can't regurgitate a lie. Because in that time, Jamaica was so concentrated by the CIA that they sent a former adversary of Jamaica, Kissinger, to call Michael Manley to come to St. Ann Bay to come on a boat. Never informed the man of your visit, did not send a proper invitation. And you don't tell people the truth. So what our young people regurgitate is wrong because the bridge in Portland, Chris, I know from Andrew Olney's administration, me can't tell you that the bridge probably come from as far back as Michael Manley administration, but who carries out the assessment on the infrastructure of Jamaica and can advise the public way ahead of time? This bridge might not last long, hence we will have to make a budgetary allocation.
Look, hold on now. Lord, forgive me for what I'm going to say. One of them who in a parliament couldn't have on the bridge just collapse to them tonight.
Look, this is the thing.
What got happen when the bridge collapsed to them? Hell welcome their own.
Look, this is the thing. The bar is set so low in Jamaica.
Low.
The bar is set so low in Jamaica, look, that when them throw the people them crumbs, them think is a loaf them getting. They have no respect for the people. All that was up at Portland, him run Portland like it's a plantation, and him is a lord.
The SSR Fura. The SSR Fura.
With the people of Portland.
Right? Foolishness, man. Time comes for people to talk truth. We can't one drink of rum, Christopher, one plate of curry goat. You can't send your picnic to school. You don't have one little business. Then the minister of water I go come and say, me have 10,000 black tank and me I go give you. Is it healthy for us to be drinking out of black tanks? Why you can't carry the water through bamboo and run it through a pipe system and then run pipes into people's yard that them can't get it? One place up at Augustown me can't carry right now, Chris. The water is coming straight from the spring, but there is no proper catchment to feed, and the people are literally living on the hillside. Anybody come to Jamaica, I can carry up there because there's a guy up there by the name of Alexander, who was shot 38 times and has lost all the ability to use his hand. And I oftentimes visit that guy, and every time I pass there, Chris, my belly bottom one drop up because me and say, which Jamaica this where people can't get water in a pipe and water up your sound waste daily. The people them barely build one concrete structure to stop the water from flowing all over the track so them can walk without falling down. But you want to tell me that Savon Williams, as the MP, never go over that part of the constituency and say, what the hell am I get one catchment bill or so? And then me start run water to the people there.
Well, let me ask you a question, Luke and Christopher. Does Minister Favor Williams look like? You know, I can keep my mouth shut.
Look, you are a smart guy, and you know that the way to control our people is don't give them education, either educate them or don't educate them none at all, and then you can manipulate them and give them $5,000 on a box lunch for them vote. People who are educated, an educated society don't tolerate stuff like that. So this is by design. After decades of underfunding schools, where you're producing only 18% of the students that can pass them examination, what do you expect from hungry and illiterate people?
And that is why, Christopher, when we talk about saying bye-bye from the king, to do what? We're going to still be under slavery by our own people?
You choose the emperor without any clothes. Because you get rid of the king, you swap black dog for monkey. Because, Chris, anybody has ever done an audit at what Miss Olney's charity does, boys and girls? Anybody ever see how much money come in there and who it really help? Where's the data to support what Miss Olney's does? Because she was one of those MP, Chris, that did not put fair name on school bag. My friend the other day here, I think me that talked to Jeffrey, and Jeffrey I tell me said somebody was raising tablets to distribute to needy students down here. What happened to the 700 or odd tablet that was sent from the ambassador between Miami and Washington to Jamaica during the COVID pandemic? Have we assessed who had them, who got them, where they are? Are they functional?
They disappear in a black hole, and nobody has given account for them or the money that was spent.
Right. So
but Miss Holden is married to a man who was using a charity for launder his money. So what do you expect? The country is such a basket case. It's such a corrupt country that is beyond belief. Sometimes when you watch it from afar, it really is.
Christopher. The question that we must ask those who are putting on this flamboyant dinner for the according to them, Jamaica's first lady, the most honorable. How the money not go to Jamaica? We want to know charity.
As Luke said, if you have a charity, there's a process where you are vetted, and that thing should be public. By the way, it should be a public information. If you're taking money in the name of a charity, as a politician, no less, you should make that public record. You should be able to go on a website and see where all of that money is going.
No child being assisted by this fund must have to remember say it's First Lady Juliet Holness who give me that school bag here, so me who are from now till to eternity. But you know what, Jeffrey? My granny always said birds of a feather flock together. Jamaican love corruption, whether them they home or abroad. Me no know no rich people in Jamaica when I like handout. And if they could have get everything free, because the day they say hell was free, people uptown will have them L card stop use the L card and got KPH for use them bottom while the bench and said that they wanted free health care. So 6 or 1 have does that the other. Not behave like say true them say them as somebody them or anybody, you know. Because at the end of the day, I tell you, say everybody wants the honorable title. And them want to tell you who are them friends in Jamaica. Look, that's why you know go popular.
Look, and that is why we're gonna ask the members of the Jamaican diaspora, why couldn't Mrs. Holness have a function? The money come out of her own pocket. Why does members of the Jamaican diaspora be paying $200 a plate? Because you're gonna chat with her. For the what?
Look, if the people them want to spend their money that way, there, me not have a problem. My thing is that me no know me no know who Jeffrey in a Jamaica and get help because the people them in a St. Elizabeth have not come out of the disaster of the hurricane. There are schools that children are not going to because them not have no lunch. Is there a document that can support who are benefiting from Mrs. Holness 200? I don't have a problem, you know, because what was meant for evil can be done for good. I don't have a problem. Who want to them? You see, if Luke George did come up there and tell them, say, if you do $250 plate, I may carry upon the bus. Me take the Tata bus, we don't know. I may go out everybody out and show them. Before me left America, you'd hear them tell you, say, all my papa was Papa Doctor, my mama was Baby Doctor, my born thief. Them now support ordinary Jamaican people. Them like the Vumvava and the Vumvavi. So stop behaving like we don't know what this is all about. It is the social class looking out for the social class. It is the Elon Musks putting money into election to ensure that their candidate win. So the wickedness of this world can be expanded because, as Jeff said, pitch the poor against the poor and you will own them for 300 years or 3,000 years.
Well, look, let me say this. Look, let me say this. For the next 4 years, under this a madman what we have in this country. Me don't know what happened to Jamaica because all I can tell you that when him done with this economy, it may be past depression, the things that he's doing. And that will have an adverse effect on Jamaica. Even if half of what him do produce half of the result, it will be bad for Jamaica. And no less him sending back all kind of people to Jamaica.
What he needs to do is to investigate all the donor funds that come to Jamaica. What he needs to do, investigate every single donor fund that come to Jamaica.
You can't expect a criminal.
Hold on there, look. I'll tell you something, you know. I bet you any money that those who are putting on this flamboyant dinner for Mrs. Holness, I bet you any money that none of them know for sure that this charity that she has, that the money is going directly to that charity.
Well, Jeffrey, they're not going there for that. They're going there to be seen. Don't you understand? Them put on their monkey suit and them
Jeffrey,
is a photo app and they feel like they're important. They don't care about the people at Jamaica's looks, so they don't really care.
Jeffrey,
yes.
Why you not just get it into your head? I want to say that me and the First Lady spent an evening together. Let's not beat the people. Them born low, them grow cheap, them must have bad habit. For me and you, First Lady, first man, first donkey, first mule, it no matter to we. We want to see the people of Jamaica better. So me not gonna spend no time with you I got cost with nobody will have them $250. I got to get them first, you know. I'm not spending that time. I don't have the time this year to talk about it. What I would like to say is that, Krista, for the next 4 years, our back is going to be against the wall, because when America cough, Jamaicans sneeze. And I don't think we have start to cushion our people for the ripple effect of a Trump Elon Musk administration. Truth of the matter is that you might see flight coming out of Jamaica grounded if our prime minister don't play him on right and ensure that him don't offend the kingmaker. However,
hold on there, Luke.
Chris, hold on. Let me just see this point here before we get it.
Hold on, Luke. I had made an oath that I will not discuss American politics on this platform.
Well, Chris, we're done here so now. Chris, when I say, we're glad Mr. Trump had the same of the thing right there. Jamaican need to learn to become self-reliant. We need, Chris, this might force us to start look internally. I know my dog, Jeffrey. My dog, them we can't feed them, so them can't have a bark. Them toothless.
Chris, is your dog barking like that?
No, it's my dog. It's my dog. I don't know why.
Go and look what's going on in now. We're gonna Chris, you have about 2 minutes to wrap up because we're gonna end the program now.
Simba, shut up.
Hold on there, Chris. Luke.
Yeah.
Chris was speaking tongues a while ago. Hubaba Shaba.
You know what I mean? You're not gonna catch on on that. Cause that come to my mind, you know. That dog, I don't know other dog. The dog that jumped 60 or 61. No, ask him what the dog name.
Hey, Luke. Yeah, Jeffrey.
What the dog name?
He named Simba. I'm pitting them left the dog with me, man. I'm gone about them business.
No, but hold on, no.
The dog named Simba.
It's only the dog speak. It's only speaking of tongues to the dogs a while ago. Sugar Mashaba.
Oh, you think we say Shaba?
Yeah, Jeffrey, me, I got to Shaba him there, and all of the little girl them water a killer. But I think him say Shaba. Come here, I said, what you got this to be?
Hey,
Anyway, gentlemen, Chris.
No, but Chris, we think it's a grand opportunity to say self-reliance, and I think it's a grand opportunity for us to package a message of self-reliance, and we start to sell it to the Jamaican people, because it's going to be a rough 4 years. I mean, I can tell you it's going to be a rough 4 years, and a lot of people everywhere is worried. What I have yet to see, Chris, is instead of our prime minister behaving as if he's Adolf Hitler, saying that you deportees, when you come here, if you don't behave yourself, you might find yourself deaded. And them say Babsy go to Spanish Town the other day and tell them, say, cease and desist. Or else. This is what is reported by the people on the streets. Allegedly, them say Babsy could have quelled the violence. But when you look, Chris, in that whole scenario of people...
Hold on for me, Luke. You have 2 minutes to wrap up, please, because I got to run to go and deal with something. You have 2 minutes to wrap up. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, Chris, when you look at that whole scenario, you see people now got destroy police vehicle. Men were fired in broad daylight at police. They were deciding to burn down the courthouse. Didn't you feel like there was a revolution on the way? And you just need them to just kill the wrong person who the people now have idolized as their Pharaoh, and the country itself with Iraq. So much so, Lambert Brown told the Minister of Investment You know better than Vibes Cartel, because no 17 jet never come from Jamaica, tarmac, for you yet. So you're picking when it comes to investment. Go ask the Vibes. 17, Chris. 17 jet, and them couldn't take any more. Yet still there were other jets coming in, and nobody can say how much money they really made out of that Vibes Cartel show, which tells me if the packaging, Jeffrey, is right, we can make the money.
Yes, and
we can make the money.
One, we can make the money off of dark tourism too. People can come and visit our cemeteries, and we wash them off. Chris?
Yeah.
You have 2 minutes to wrap up because Anna Mrs. Luke is the Minister of Tourism said that they're gonna have dark tourism where people can come and visit our cemeteries. So I tell the Jamaican people who live overseas, come on down. Minister
Mr. Parker, when me I tell you a while ago, say, oh, be a bigger Jamaica and Shagarama, you cut me off. Right away, the program cut, and you never come back and say, anytime you start talking about the new evil where the people them are use, the people them gone back to them spirituality. Them realize they're not God crime alone. When them want with politics, them use them over, them use Shagarama will come out of India.
Look, hold on, man. The Jamaicans in the diaspora, come on down. The Minister of Tourism say must come on down to dark tourism. In the halls of the tourism office, there's a white enamel basin where the minister gonna put in some J's, Dettol, and Fabulous. With a little white wash off.
And you know what gonna be the Minister of Dark Tourism? L.A. Lewis. Hey, I know him gonna beat him, Cathedral. Hey, you cannibal, sir.
Chris, you hear that one? Chris.
You think the people them must know who them are? I open to believe them.
Chris, you have 2 minutes to wrap up. Let me wrap up here because I see you look not talking at tongues tonight.
Listen, Jeffrey, all I have to say before I get off is if and when Mark Golding become the Prime Minister of Jamaica, if he doesn't put corruption at the centerpiece of what he's going to do, Jamaica will not move beyond where it is. It's going to be like a dog chasing its tail, round and round, and we're going to have the same conversation 4 years later. Corruption has to be brought to heel in Jamaica for the country to get a chance to evolve.
True.
Mark Golding have broke out of the company when tried himself in and start talking to some real people.
All right, my friend.
Yeah, man, walk good, Chris. Don't forget me now, you know. One person on the line tell them I send me some dog food, send me some human food. Although them say Barilla come at Jamaica, don't make no sense, because it's too dear. Because by the time it come and you make sure say you pay for your granny, your mama, and your grandmother same.
All right, Chris. So Luke.
Yeah.
You never know some Minister of Tourism, Edmund Bartlett, telling people to come on.
Look, Jeffrey, I have been preaching on your show, but nobody listens to me because I am false prophet. Obia is going to sell more than ganja in Jamaica in very short order. That's where we reach here. The country is on a decay and it is declining. The good Christian them can't even talk no more. For everybody know everybody's secret. It's like the people them when them say them that drill our town one time and the woman go up on the bands and say, you come here to come disturb a piece with your eye up, and the other woman say, I wonder who that dirty bitch you talk about. Wait till you come off of the bands. Look, you can't laugh, you know. You can't laugh, but let me tell you, I live in Jamaica, and right now, I think I have no visa for no country. So if them decide to deport me, I must down a water bottle. Them are gonna put me. But I am looking at a country that is in deep shit. Deep shit.
Look, where's the lady say again? Huma mashama huma.
You did no huma mashama. The woman say agriba, and who you dep on the band that talk, but wait till you come off, I'm gonna deal with you. You understand? Every demon know them. Every demon know them peer, and every God-fearing person in Jamaica know them peer. Everybody know I sell you little oil. Mark Stewart, you can buy oil of prosperity, oil of fire. You put little salt underneath your bed if you want to rich. Them tell you now which plan for put. Come on, Jeffrey. We are losing it. We're not a serious set of people anymore. And I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
My friend.
But you know, see, nobody will tell the people them say invest in this. Like how you can go invest in a Netflix and you put $10 upon it and you're likely to make some money that you can use as this disposable income. Everybody in Jamaica, if you ever at you, them know which bush you can use, you know. And if your man not left you which part of my drugstore, you can go buy the aisle and come back. But look, they don't know how to tell you how to build additional wealth. And the country is deprived of leadership from the top to the bottom. And we need to get serious. As soldiers, we need to take on this channel, face on, not have these nice talk and who go into dinner and who don't go to the dinner. But we need to use both the skills of the mind and the skills of the pocket to solve some of Jamaica's serious economic decay, or else you and I, Jeffrey, have failed. We have failed to do what we were called to do, to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively that Jamaica under God will prosper. Too much.
You know,
and them have no manners.
You know something, Luke? A friend of ours, you know her very well. She named Gigi. Said we have set up a phone line and said, call me Miss Cleo. so hold on a look. What me I have to know the no because Edmund Bartlett talk about dark tourism, you know. What you do, you see? You put on the turban with the pencil, me collect the money. And we get some G's.
Hey, you know, say a long time, you know, you're back a master. You want me dark skin, through my skin dark. You light skin and I'm Jeffrey, you're going to put on the turban. Then we believe you're more fire. You say, if there's to be the man said nothing to black, no good. So you put on the turban and pass it, give me behind them. We count it and give you back for your share. Me not put on no turban. Me don't need no turban. Right? I am prepared to call evil for what it is. It's evil.
The minister said, all Jamaicans must
not the minister, the dark evil man who wants to collect money off evil to put this nation further behind the bars of development, wants to bring that foolishness. Has it worked for New Orleans? Is New Orleans one of the richest states in the United? Let the man go to hell from me and go put on him white, in white there in a parliament. Which graveyard we are gonna go? Number 5, Mayor Pen, the mother of all evil, where you can go down and go catch all of the profit of all. And we are gonna go number 6. Which one of them?
Hold on a look. He said, come on down to the Mapen Cemetery.
Oh, in Mama down there. Now go look for she. Me never know her.
No, tell me something though. Which person will waste their money? And people remember this lie. I'm not lying to them.
Like you tell, there is a market for dark tourism.
The Minister of Tourism said it on a TV station in London, and TVJ did a documentary on it, and he said yes, there is market for dark tourism in Jamaica, where people can come on down and visit Mapen Cemetery. So I am the one who said that the Jamaicans who live in the diaspora come on down because the minister will wash you off with some J's, Dettol, and Fabulous.
Or you can just simply use browning. You can put browning in the water and say, and the spirit, it might take off for you. Because them know the tricks in trade. Then take the browning, put it at the back of them and put it in the water. When the water start to look dark, Lord, so the spirit them come off. Then you know you want woman pan 7 o'clock TVJ said, they have stop carry the duppy them come out of the new cemetery. So because they pick the duppy them over there ball every night because they can't find them way because they take them too far. Jeffrey, you think a laughing matter this, you know? There's no laughing in this, you know. Look where our well-educated minister has taken the country. Of all the things we can be promoting is dark tourism. Is that the best of us, Jeffrey Tavares?
Yes, it's the best of us
So
because
I never put some wild tourism.
no,
See a man.
You know what happened, Luke? It is something that I have to laugh over. You know why I'm laughing over it? How on earth can you look on people and people to come on down to Jamaica to visit cemeteries? Huh? The Bible
Because
clearly
all we
states,
can do is replicate what we saw in New Orleans. That is a direct play out of New Orleans, you know, where people say when they go, they literally feel the dopey upon them. No, Maypen Cemetery of all cemetery. And act like you have food for you did the pan Roots FM with Bello. You know, say all of the revival greats of great are dead and buried. You know, Capo did there before they can go over Hero Circle. Why you think you want people to go there? Because those people also believe in their cult. Them believe say the spirits have not gone to rest and them can call them as them have a mind. And so if there is money to derive from it, who is going to get money from the dark tourism? So every year them take people like leader Stanford Brown, then we go for Archbishop Raleigh Christian out of St. Thomas, our pastor, Bishop-elect David Campbell, and then the people are going to go down there and them are going hem, and them are going to jump and them are going to beat them too much. And then somebody say, Katabata, Batakutake, and then I'm here, and somebody say, Chapo, bring the rod, come to Jeffrey. Chicks in trade matches box in business. Somebody like two matches sticker and say, Jeffrey Tavares, see ambassador, so follow you there, Archie Marks, and we'll get her off of you. Come on, Jeffrey. It is rubbish that in 2025, a minister of government is talking about dark tourism. Jeffrey, what does that tell you? Bankrupt. Out of ideas. So we have to now take the New Orleans model and put it inside of Jamaica. Time come for people of sense to see what is happening in this damn country of ours and stop talking in the hypocrite sort of behavior. A crossbreed between a diplomat and a hypocrite because you want to get your national award. You're not willing to bell the cat because you don't want nobody talk bad about you. Well, you see, true, me never born to have no award. It don't really matter to me. The country is in a declining state of affair, and it is serious. Because you know what got happen when the deported them come, all who lock up them house down here, and all they come here every 3 months will not have a house because it will be owned and captured by those who must come back to these countries, to the shackle and the poverty, the adverse poverty they live. And so now the real war are going to start because everybody are going to need a gun. Are we going to need some dark tourism to get you out of our property?
Look, and on that note,
I don't about my business because you're kidding your teeth and I'm not joking. A serious hungry iguana John shop.
So me not tell us if you go down a Pinks and Pablos, man, go buy some cloth down there.
Me don't need no cloth. Me have all of the cloth that me have in me already. What I need is leadership that works. Leadership with a vision. Jamaica needs a vision, and it needs a transformation leader. And I'm not saying when Mark Golden win, because Mark Golden need to go buy some dark tourism. Forget the people them out time party like Lawrence Rowe, who did go around and sass and trace and put down everybody. Everybody want to be MP. Them not want to be counter because if somebody said to you, they might give $15 million and a Senate seat. Come on, Jeffrey. How much of us get those sweet deals? And you're going to get seat past state board. Anybody who know Lawrence Road know that his mantra is to tear down everybody so that Lawrence feels good. So I'm not surprised. We have created some monster in our young leaders. These are monsters. They're not there for the people. Oh, they give the people a little bit, but they take so much more. Has anybody ever assessed how much money Lawrence Rowe dropped in when he was running for the South, the Central, and then they're going to give us Steve McGregor? My God, man. Jamaica do we don't have nobody for pull out of the straw hat. We need some abracadabra for true. It's not dark tourism. Abracadabra. Abracadabra. This is foolishness. Jeffrey, have a good night. Here.
All right, my brother. Thanks very much.
What good I make good up your walk with you. It's a dark tourism. I just over there. Look, now nothing else to offer the people.
All right, my friend. Thanks very much for coming on.
To you and your listeners, have a good night. Thank you for inviting me. And you take me out of the dark wilderness. I have not been here for such a long time. I truly feel special when I hear some people say, Luke, we're glad to hear your voice back in the house. Me not going nowhere. Me there up on the gully side of work. Work. Right now, me have 2 youth, them lock up. Say them man, say them pull gun. Policeman said the boy them pull gun pan them. And the poor boy them are languishing and lock up. Lawyer tell them say $1 million pound gun charge. And then they had the money, so them have to go through them have to go through the mill. It's a constant everyday struggle. And when you're right to the Minister of National Security and the Ministry of Justice and the Permanent Secretary, and not one of those people even bat them eyelid to respond to the communication. Because right now in Jamaica, anybody say you pull a gun. If you want a man to go to jail in Jamaica, just say he pulled a gun at you. And you're gone under the new act. Under the new Bail Act, anybody who accuse you of pulling a gun at them at common law, a prohibited weapon, you're going to jail without, and there's no investigation whatsoever.
Look, all we have to let's continue praying for our country, and on that note,
No, Jeffrey, we need to work. Faith without work is dead. We need to work for this country.
I want to say good night to everyone. We do apologize for that little break in transmission. I want to say good night. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for being a part of the program. We had a little issue a while ago. We lost Luke George Cook. Not a problem of mine, but apparently there's something went down. We want to say thank you all for being a part of the program. Thank you all for coming on. Until you hear my voice again, I'm Jeffrey Tavares saying thank you all. May God bless you. May God bless our beautiful island, Jamaica land we love. Have a great night, everybody. Good night.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, make we talk, my people, make we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Make we talk, people, make we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, make we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Make we talk.